Boy, it's been a fun 30 minutes, hasn't it? There's a lot that's been going on. Good afternoon from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill at Cedar Creek Marina. I'm Joe Hunk. Titans are getting ready for the Texans. The injury report just dropped. We'll have that for you in just a second. But the Titans are reportedly parting ways with Teair Tart. Now, multiple sources are confirming that. He's played in 11 games so far this season and started 9 of those. With the injury report officially out for the game on Sunday, Kyle Phillips as well as obviously Teair Tart, Big Jeff, and Josh Wiley. Now for the Texans, Will Anderson, Blake Cashman is out, as is Thomas, their secondary player. CJ Stroud is listed as doubtful, but most believe that he will not play. And as all this has been going on, Cooper Mays has announced that he will return to Tennessee for the 2024 season. That is 3 of the 4 eligible offensive linemen that started for the Vols to return. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Natural 3HL on the air. Beautiful Friday in the Music City. Britt Doherty with you, and Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the building. I'm out the building.
You're out the building, in another building.
In a sunny atmosphere building.
On the water.
In the building with lights and heaters. Climate controlled.
Cedar Creek Marina, the new Scoreboard Bar and Grill. You need to check this place out, and we'd love to see you. We'll be here until 6 o'clock, and we've got great food here.
That's right.
Got great libations here.
Plenty of.
And we're going to talk a ton about the Titans and the Texans. There are a lot of storylines revolving around that game now. And we'll get into some college football, probably some college basketball, and all kinds of weird things. It's typically how this show is run. Slay Dog, what's up, man? How are you?
Man,
Happy
I'm
Friday.
good, man. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to everybody out there listening. We got to rock and roll all day today, man. There's a whole lot of stuff to get into. What have I been doing today?
What have you been doing today?
I went and saw a high school practice. So I snuck over to Ensworth and watched basketball team practice. Yeah, man.
There is some news about Ensworth, actually.
I know. I heard that. Heard that through the grapevine and then heard it on air. But it's that's going to be interesting. I got some thoughts on that one, too. But, man, I never realized how much I miss basketball till I'm in the basketball gym watching basketball.
Yeah.
Especially practice.
Yeah.
Like, games are one thing, but the fundamentals and the practices and the do-overs and trying to get it right, especially kids, man. Like, that's pretty dope, man. I missed that. I had to
is that
remove
where
myself.
your passion for basketball is starting to I know you train a lot of kids and things like that. Is that where it's kind of gravitated towards, like teaching the kids the game?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's nothing like being able to teach somebody that doesn't know and is willing to listen, and then you see them be able to put that out there and transfer all of that knowledge and energy to the court, and you're like, boom, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Now, it might take out of 100 of them, you might get 2 of them to do it, but them 2 right there make it worth another 100 to go and earn some more gray hairs and scratch your head and do all that with. So, but it's fun, man. I think it's nothing like high school sports, amateur sports, college sports too, to a degree.
It's harder to see the growth in like college or professional athletes, but like when you're talking about kids, it's almost like there's a psychological thing about like some people just really love to mow the yard, and what it is they see what it is and they see the job that they're doing, and then they see the result just like that.
Yep.
With high school kids, it's quicker and the room for growth is greater.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So you can really see the job that's been done.
Yes.
And the work that's been put in.
That's right. And then it's also, I think, man, it's nothing like a 7th grader or 8th grader coming to you and like, hey, man, what's your goals? And they say, man, I want to go get school paid for. All right, well, let's do it. You got to be able to follow this blueprint. I'm going to guide you to it. If you listen to it, I can pretty much guarantee. I mean, ain't nothing guaranteed, but I can promise you, I'm going to give you everything I got. And if you listen to it, you have a great opportunity to go get school paid for. And it's paid off in a lot of instances. So
I love it. Tennessee and North Carolina State coming up tomorrow night. Late game, 9 o'clock, the tip.
Down in San Antonio.
Yeah. How good is NC State?
Man, they're up and down. Like, they got some real good guard play. They got DJ Burns downstairs.
DJ Burns, yeah.
Down low in the post. And hey, man, he's a problem. DJ Burns looks like he's about 320.
Is he pitching a 10 down there?
No, his tit is pitched. It's
already in the way.
The big guys pitch 10.
Hey, man, it's down there.
It's already in the way, and he just walks down there.
Walk in there. Yeah, it's down there. Oh, who put this 10 up? Oh, the DJ. Hey, but that's right there, man. Then they got some erratic guard play that can be really good when they're making shots. So it's going to be fun.
That's like a lot of teams.
Yeah, especially early like this here, going into conference play. But this is good. I think a lot of teams looking at it, you wouldn't want to be able to play this type of schedule this early. You want the cupcakes going into conference play, but if you have the opportunity to play teams like this, you take advantage of it, and I think UT's doing that. A lot of teams doing that. This is back-to-back weeks where you had cross rivals, ACC versus SEC, Big 10 versus Big 12, all of this before going into conference play.
Scoreboard Cedar Creek is your ticket to the ultimate New Year's Eve experience. Imagine this, you and 3 friends at a Nashville Palace VIP party. They are giving away 4 VIP tickets to the hottest New Year's Eve bash. Sign up with us at Scoreboard Cedar Creek today. We're here until 6 o'clock, and you could be the envy of your friends. Hors d'oeuvres, champagne toast, access to the VIP Culture Club Lounge, and the Spasmatics party. They're awesome. All up for grabs today at Scoreboard Cedar Creek. We are here until 6 o'clock.
Spasmatics.
Yeah, they're good. They're spasmatic.
Hey, that's a hell of a name right there.
Yeah.
I like that. Spasmatics. Spasmatics.
Hunk is here. Kirby is here.
What up,
Ecky Bop is here. Where is Griffin? Griffin
Sup?
just took the day off or something. Like,
Griffin,
No,
hold it up.
Ecky's just decided he actually wants to stay till 6 today. So.
Oh.
what do we got to give away over there, Eggy Bop? You got anything over there?
Bop away if he ain't careful.
He's going to talk to you without a microphone. So just everybody just be quiet and listen.
Well, it's because he doesn't know, so he has to walk over there.
He don't know what we're giving away.
he's running back.
He's promotions. What do you mean?
All right, so we got a couple QR codes, tickets to see Chris Stapleton and Hootie and the Blowfish.
Wow, together?
Different
Baby.
QR codes.
Chris Stapleton tickets?
Yeah, chance
When does he
winning.
come? What's going on with him?
I believe that is in July of next year, 2024.
I got some.
Is it written down over there?
Oh no, I have it on the table.
Yeah,
I know. Why don't you walk over there and see?
Yeah, that's a cordless mic.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. He thought it was
So we got
attached to
Chris
home.
Bop it at
Stapleton.
the
It's the
table,
All-American Road Show.
Thought it was a cord
and
running
it is
down the
August 9th and 10th of 2024.
August 9th and 10th.
Hootie and the
not July.
Blowfish in July with special guest Collective Soul.
Oh, okay. Collective Soul, those guys live here, by the way.
So is.
Not the same night, but and we got Beat Brent and Slay. We got some couple bowl games coming.
Bring me that sheet. I want to see that sheet. Who won last
That's how it
week?
goes.
Did we have one last week?
No, 2 weeks ago. It was Army Navy.
Yeah, we didn't have one last week.
You got that right last week, though.
It's
You picked
already
Army.
been a week since
That's crazy.
Army
man.
Navy.
It's crazy.
Yes. Crazy.
That's amazing.
Holy
Dude,
cow.
I was just talking to somebody. I was like, dang, what was I was talking about it last night. I was like, what was I at this past weekend? Army Navy. Like, that's crazy.
All
man.
right, beat Brent and Slay. Here's what's on the line. If you
Okay.
beat us, you get $250 worth of prizes at Scoreboard Bar and Grill. So these are straight up, and we're already into bowl season.
This is wild.
Cal and Texas Tech.
No clue.
I already know Texas Tech's a 3-point favorite.
Okay. I'm good with that.
UCLA and Boise State. They're playing in Los Angeles. UCLA is a 3-point favorite. You just rolling with the favorites, rolling with your
I ain't
homies.
got no clue because I don't know what's going on with this portal and stuff, man.
Miami against Appalachian State.
Wow.
I don't remember what the line is on that one. Broncos at Lions. Lions are a short favorite there.
No, they confusing me as of late.
Wait, you said Miami versus App State, like Miami Hurricanes?
Ohio.
I was about to say Miami. That sounds like a September game.
Yeah,
I thought I said Ohio, but maybe I didn't. I say lots of weird things
we all do.
and leave weird things out.
Yeah, we do. We like to pick them up.
Cowboys at Bills. A lot of money in on Buffalo.
I know.
Cowboys away from home.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. I'm going to go against the grain.
Ravens at Jaguars. Ravens a 3-point favorite on the road. Ravens the number 1 seed right now.
Yeah, that should be. And they got the MVP player. I understand what now, if anybody has a Tyreek I heard everybody talking about Brock Purdy. How you
Brock
say his
Purdy.
name? I was going to put an L in there. Purdy. Miss Purdy? Where's Miss Purdy from? Is that Nutty Professor?
I haven't seen it.
Darn. Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
No, Yoral.
I did catch up on something last night. I'm going to tell you about it in a second.
Okay.
Yes, it is from Nutty Professor.
I knew it. Miss Purdy. Mr. Purdy in this case.
I did see Candy Cane Lane, Eddie Murphy's new Christmas movie.
So when you told me, like,
it's a cute movie, man.
but dude, like, you are a movie guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like the actors and, like, you like that.
I like the actors, yes.
This is an Eddie Murphy movie. How'd
There's
you miss
no
this?
reason that I have not seen Nutty
This is
Professor.
a problem. This is a problem.
I'll give you all the Disney stuff. Like,
Okay, I'll give
I'm
you a
out on
pass for that. I'll give you a pass for that. But not this.
Here's the last game. Titans and Texans. Titans a 3.5-point favorite now.
Hey, y'all, I'm done.
With the Deshaun Watson news. With the siege.
No, please not with his news. He can't be back in there with baby yoga pose is done.
With the CJ Stroud
Yeah.
news.
Please.
See, Deshaun Watson. Where did
I don't know.
Wow. All right. It's going to be one of those shows. And the tiebreakers total points scored in the Titans-Texans game. I always go with 44.
Oh, total?
Yeah.
Oh, see, well, that's the same thing.
You don't have to write the score down.
I know that's.
Just write
See what I did?
47 because
I
it
know.
could go many
Hey, you
ways.
just told everybody.
Yeah. All right.
You're going to get it right.
Well, then change it.
No.
You're right. I did tell everybody.
Here,
That's-
everybody. I mean,
that's
take it, Bob.
unfortunate.
Not everybody is.
Oh, man. Here's what I saw last night.
What?
By the way, here's what's coming up on the show. All right. Marc Mariani at 3:20. He's going to talk about
right.
the Titans and Texans. Also, man, I'm all choked up. I'm a bit parched. I need some water. Also, his blood in the water pick. He got his last blood in the water pick right. He went with the Montana Grizzlies.
That's how you end the season off.
And then we're going to talk about at some point, where do you come down on Will Levis trying to run people over and trying to tackle hard?
Yeah.
Because you start to hear players say they freaking love it and love him as a teammate because he's doing. That's what Kevin Dyson told us. That's kind of what, everybody loved Mac, but they also love, like, the face of the franchise is willing to throw his head in the mix, so to speak.
Until he can't get out there.
Right.
That's
So-
what the coaches are thinking of.
I know. So where do you come down on that?
I'm around with the players. But
I
as
mean,
a fan,
If you were a quarterback, what would you do? Jalen Ramsey's coming up. What are you going to try to do?
truck stick.
Yes.
But
Me
you
too.
got to know who's coming up. That's the problem.
Because a lot of, like, competitive people think it's a sign of weakness if you just run out of bounds.
Yeah.
Walter Payton
Yeah.
never willingly ran out of bounds.
No.
Ever.
Run dead into him. If Bradley Chubb is coming up, what do you want him to do?
Right. Get the hell down.
Quickly.
And everyone will understand. That's a good point. At 4 o'clock, we're going to replay our QB1 interview with Will Levis yesterday.
I can't wait to hear
Because
that.
it technically came on after our show, really. So I know a lot of y'all missed that. So we're going to play that at 4. So if you missed the Will Levis interview, that is at 4. If you didn't miss it, you'll listen again probably because he was awesome. Former Titan All-Pro linebacker Keith Bulluck at 4:20. And then at 5:20, you mentioned last Friday, we had Rob Gronkowski on. Going to play a couple of clips from that interview.
That's good, y'all.
He loves Nashville.
And we love.
Here, gone. We'll talk about it next. Marc Mariani joins us as well. 3HL presented by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, broadcasting live from Scoreboard at Cedar Creek Marina. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, everybody. Big Slayer, man. Holistic stem cell therapy. Your body, your cells, your solution. I was, kind of torn and trying to figure out what I need to do to get my body back right. More training, more weightlifting, conditioning. What is it? Work your core. Well, for the inflammation that I was having, lose a little weight. That's one, without question. But what heals your body better than your body? Nothing. That's right. Your own healing cells, they attack the inflammation. We all know this. You can learn more if you go and get you a consultation today like I did. When I sat down with Dr. Kellum, got it all situated. 615-850-4415. That's 615-850-4415. You got to go dial into it. Go check them out on the website as well. Kellum, Kellum, stemcellinstitute.com. And also, they have partnered with Dawson Knox, man. Don't forget, all proceeds go to PUNT, Pediatric Cancer Collaborative, and you can go to pledgeit.org knock socks / knock socks to get involved in it. That's KellamStemCellInstitute.com.
Everything's changing fast these days. That's a great thing. Back in the day, we were lucky if we could get one video to load on your desktop computer, but now there's the Xfinity 10G network. That means the fastest internet with faster speeds rolling out all the time, and internet that can power a house full of devices at once with the ultra-low lag. So while people are streaming a movie from their room in your house, or someone else can play video games in the basement while another TikTok's in the kitchen, it's the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity. The future starts now. Now through December 21st, new customers can get 75 megabit internet on the next generation Xfinity 10G network for just $20 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com/10G, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment taxes and fees are extra after the promotion. Regular rates apply to internet service. Actual speeds vary. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Don Davenport has been heavily involved in our chat today.
I got to go check it out because I was driving and I didn't look right then.
She hit us with the Koharski breaking the story about Teair Tart's been released, by the way, in case you are just tuning in and haven't heard. Weird timing there. But she hit us with that, and I'm like, I didn't want to text back like, yeah, the whole city's talking about this for like the last 2 hours. But,
right.
But she's in Montana in advance of North Dakota State in Montana. Oddly enough, we were at Buffalo Wild Wings yesterday in Dixon, and there was a lady from Montana.
So, she was the Bobcat, though.
She was, yeah.
So, what was she, Montana State?
I don't know. Marc Mariani joins us now. Who are the Bobcats, Marc?
Perfect timing.
Hey, let's not get any of this twisted, all right? It's like there's 1A, there's 1A, 1B, C, D, E, F, then you got Montana State, all right? And
are they the Bobcats?
The Montana Grizzlies are on top of the dang totem pole. You hear me? Yeah, they are the Bobcats.
See, I would never cross any of that up, Moonshine, because I'm just trying to figure out where she resided. I knew who was at the top of the food chain.
Hey, I know. I heard her coming through the airwaves now, and that fired me up. But listen, it's just like one of those. It's just like a gnat on a hot summer day. Like it's just like, get out of here, man. I'll just watch you down because we absolutely pistol whipped those guys this year finally. So it was just a beat down. Just a beat down. So I'm telling you, and that's why Dawn's a little off track today, man. She's in paradise, baby. She's in Missoula, Montana. We talked this morning. Let's go, baby. Go Grizz. Go Grizz. Tomorrow, 3:30. National semis. It's go time. It's go time.
We heard that you mentioning your name in those parts too, man. That's a lot of credibility. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost the same as mentioning Don Corleone, man, when you down there in Italy. I'm just saying, dog. You carry weight, man.
Hey, listen. I just tried to plug her in, man. We had to roll out the red carpet for the Queen. So you know what I'm saying. We had to take care of her. So everyone was pretty jacked.
Here's what it says in the press release. Dawn sent us this, and she circled it. But as she circled it, she also marked out words in the sentence that makes it hard to read. 12-year NFL veteran defensive lineman Joica Jackson will serve as analyst. And how's this for a small world? Dawn Davenport, who appears regularly on that. Well, I would say. I mean, she's on every day, full-time employee.
They don't know.
Don Davenport, who appears regularly on Nashville radio with Montana's own Marc Mariani, will report from the sidelines.
Let's go now. Come on.
That's in the program, Marc.
Hey, sorry about it, man. What do you want me to do?
Can't do that about greatness, man.
Hey,
You're a Hall of Famer, dude.
The best part about it is I always come in here and spew all that nonsense and chirp away, and we get to hear the Montana fight song. But you guys are like, whatever. Now my worlds collide, and Don gets to get a first-person glimpse into what a real football stadium looks like on a rowdy Saturday afternoon, baby. You know what time it is.
Isn't it like partly inside of a cave, or is that Montana State too?
No, we're at the mouth of this canyon, and we're up against the side of the hill, and so it's pretty epic. But there's no cave. I mean. But we're the number one stadium in FCS, so that's not an opinion, that's a fact. We got 26,000 or something sold out every weekend, and nobody comes close to that. So
I can't believe there are 26,000 people in Montana.
I realize I'm full of BS. You guys have known that for years, but now we're going to have get a first eyewitness here. She gets to come back and tell us the truth about what I've been spewing, and it's going to be rowdy tomorrow. Trust me. It'll be on ESPN at 3:30. You watch.
ESPN 2. It's on the Deuce.
The Deuce, excuse me. The Deuce.
Yeah. But no, like you've been spewing the truth too. We don't doubt you
at all.
I know, but hey, it's just I'm telling you, man, it's up in the middle of nowhere, and we take our stuff serious up there. And the big dogs, North Dakota State, coming to town. So they've been kind of ruling the roost the last few years. So we got to knock them off their pedestal. But you can best believe I'll be nice and tuned up watching that one. And the line's moving quickly, or else they'd be blood in the water. But now we're 1.5 point favorites, so can't break the rules. today.
Well, you could do it. You could pull a sleigh dog and just go through that key number of 3 and do it that way.
Yeah, I'm fine with
And
it.
go like 3.5.
I'm fine with it.
Hey, as long as we're
with
loading that barge at the end of the day, I'm fine with it too.
Let's go a little bit against the grain today, and let's start with the blood in the water. Do you have a blood in the water today?
When do I not come locked and loaded?
I don't know, but I remember the last pick was the Montana Grizzlies against Furman.
Yeah.
Actually, we're on a roll here because it's 2 in a row, maybe even 3 in a row. Because last week we picked the Bills to upset the Chiefs, and my boy, I slipped a little text to Kadarius Toney. I said, hey, when the game's on the line, just put your foot on the line and line offside so we win that blood in the water. You know what I'm saying? So
have you ever lined up offsides as an offensive player in your life?
I mean, dude, it's just common knowledge. You check with the official, and honestly. And you know what, man? They do tell you. And if you're off one play, they'll come up and go, "Hey, you're crowding the line a little tight." And it's a banter back and forth. But anyway, here's the deal. I'm going back to the well in the sense of we're going hunting in Buffalo, but this time it's the Dallas Cowboys, man. The Dallas Cowboys, tied for the number 1 seed in the NFC, are dogs, road dogs in Buffalo. And I just got to believe that defense is too good. I got to believe Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb are going to get flat out after those boys because you know what? They are 7-0 at home this year at Jerry World. They're 3-3 on the road. They want to go home. So, Dak, you want those 3 points that they're giving you? You want that 2.5? You don't want them, baby. We're going to Buffalo. We're going to win that thing. I can't even believe one of the best teams in the league is an underdog this time of the year, but we're going for it. So, Dallas Cowboys, lock it in. Back up the Brinks trucks, bring the barges. You know we're locked and loaded.
That is kind of crazy, man.
I love it. There he is, Marc Mariani.
Cowboys winning on the road. Moonshine.
I am solidly. I mean, I've won so much money on Dallas this year.
Dude, how are they dogs the way they played and the way they smacked Philly last week?
I know they don't just like cover. They cover.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I wanted to go bear down Chicago Bears too, but when I saw that glimmering, glowing mirage of Cowboys +2 or whatever it was, I was like, "There's no way. That's just free. It's free, free money."
I love how confident you are. That makes me not confident, but that's okay, Marc. At Marc Mariani 80 with us, former Titans Pro Bowler. All right, Titans Texans. You played against that team. Quite a bit. What do you see in this matchup? Titans open 2.5-point favorite, now out to 3.5. C.J. Stroud not going to go. They've got 5 starters out. Defensive end Will Anderson with 5 sacks is out. Starting right tackle George Fant is out. Leading receiver with 1,004 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns, Nico Collins is out, which means Bobby Trees is the number 1 receiver for the Houston Texans on Sunday. Outside linebacker Blake Cashman with 87 tackles and 2 sacks is out. And backup nickelback Teair Thomas is out. 30 tackles, 2 forced fumbles. A lot of injury problems there for the Texans.
Yeah, you missed Tank Dell already out for the year. You missed
already out.
Schultz might not play. Like, there's a lot. But here's the deal. Before we talk about X's and O's and Jimmy's and Joe's, I got to tell you, if there's any game that means something to this organization, and especially this ownership, it is at Nissan Stadium against the Houston Texans. The Adams family takes this one serious. Bud always flew up for the game, ended up flipping off the crowd all day, as we well know. But
double birds, too.
2 of them.
The double birds, and we're wearing the powder blues for the first time after we got it unlocked. I mean, dude, there's a lot more going into this game than just the X's and O's for that family and for the traditions and for the organization and things. And I know we already covered it, but we had a little thing last night. We got our new eyes in the sky. Our boy Frankie W up there. There's a big thing for him on Sunday. You know, there's a lot of emotion and tradition at play here, and they're wearing powder blue. So this is for real a deep rivalry, and it means something to this organization. And for one of the first times all year, I got to be honest, I love this matchup. I mean, this is a bad matchup for the Texans. We got a defensive line that's absolutely foaming at the mouth and getting after people the last couple of weeks. I mean, Harold Landry this is the dude we paid all that money to. Even Arden Key came out, and hey, I know we're going to talk about, or we probably talked about, 32 points and Will Levis, but you know what's gotten lost is that beast number 96 blocking that field goal, Danico Autry, picking up the slack for his boy Jeff Simmons being out. And I mean, they're hurting. And guess what else? The quarterback of the New York Jets, Zach Wilson, guess who he looks really good against? Ooh. Absolutely nobody. Last week against the Houston Texans. I mean, this guy was slicing and dicing, and I thought, dang, coming off the bench. So anyway, they got a banged-up secondary. They got a ton of injuries. I really wanted to see C.J. Stroud, but instead we get Davis Mills. And, man, I love us with all the momentum. Our D-line's going to get after Davis. And, obviously, man, how does it feel, Titans fans, that we have a freaking quarterback, baby? I mean, what more does this guy have to – I mean, it could be – the season could end today. We could lose the last 4, and I would be stoked to see what could come. So anyway, we got a quarterback. We tried to give the game away. Those situations are going to pay dividends in the long run. But our defense played lights out against the Miami Dolphins last week. And, I mean, give me more Tajay Spears, in the backfield with D. Henry. And, I mean, I can't overstate the value of what DeAndre Hopkins has meant to this football team. But, gosh, man. What else? The other thing I love, I know I'm just rambling here, but D-Hop is probably a Hall of Famer. But the way he carries himself, he's a Hall of Famer. He just demands respect from everybody, his opponents, his teammates, everybody. He doesn't just give it back to people, right? He's a different breed, man. He's a true dog. Well, he was all about Will Levis right now, man. And if he gets the stamp of if Will gets the stamp of approval from a guy like that, man, I'm going to roll with this dude, man. I want this dude in my huddle. He fires me up so much, man. That picture they keep showing of him with his veins popping, dude, that's how I was looking on Sunday or on Monday night. Let's go, baby. Come on.
I can only imagine how loud it was wherever you were watching those last 2 drives.
Yeah, my neighbors had to check on me. But anyway, I like this matchup, man, for all those reasons. And at Nissan Stadium, it's going to be wild. And again, to bring the Powder Blues home in front of the Adams family and for what the organization is going through this week, I think it's going to be a special day, and it doesn't look good for the Texans coming in here.
Yeah, it's interesting now with Teair Tart getting released all of a sudden, and with Pecco now on IR, they're a little thin up front in terms of defensive tackle. If I'm the Texans, I try to run the ball. Plus, I just noticed Noah Brown is questionable also because with Tank Dell out, with Nico Collins out, their 3 wide receivers are Bobby Trees, Noah Brown, and John Mechie. Mechie has 13 catches this year. But if Noah Brown can't go, I don't know what they're doing in the pass game with Davis Mills.
And you got a new quarterback, and Damian Pierce has been banged up. I don't know if he's playing. Is he out this year? I haven't seen anything about him. Devin Singletary's taken over in the backfield. Mm-hmm. I mean, so, gosh, man, you guys are in the nitty gritty, and that Teair Tart move shocks me. I don't. We'll have to figure out more about what happened with that one.
Yeah, there had to be something going on there.
But definitely obviously a little thin. But what I saw in that pass rush last week, I mean, Harold Landry gets home 3 times, but that doesn't even tell the whole story. He had multiple. Yeah. I mean, he had multiple pressures all game long that led to a slip in on that in the red zone and forced incompletions and near picks. I mean, dude, we were getting after him. So we will be a little thin in the middle. And I think the Dolphins exploited that a little bit too, right? They ran for about 160. But, you lose Jeffrey Simmons, you're always going to take a knock there. But I just think we got a little momentum. We got a little swagger. That was a big, 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 huge win. Got a little confidence. Found out some things. Guys are starting to make plays. So, I mean, it was pretty ugly way to do it. But with all the injuries adding up for the Texans, all the emotions off the field, I like the boys this week to get it done. I'll be sitting front and center, ready to get after it on Sunday afternoon.
Well, you're going to love Will Levis even more if you listen to our conversation with him at 4 o'clock. We had him on yesterday. It was supposed to be 5:15, but he was in a meeting until the end of the show. So we basically went beyond 6 o'clock with him. So because of that, we're going to replay it at 4. And if you listen to that, you'll love him even more than you already do.
Bro, I don't think it's possible, number one. But number two, I've been a diehard two-tone Savage since the moment I walked through the door, but I can't remember having this feeling of like, we got a guy we got a guy for the next decade. I mean, am I overly doing that? Am I making this dramatic? I mean, I feel so strongly about this dude. He might be the best quarterback in this class. TJ can put up his numbers and all that, but I just love the future we have. I love how he fires the guys up, man, and he's leading this huddle. And gosh, man, I can't wait to watch these games down the stretch with him leading the way. So I will be tuned in at 4:00 too, watching it, because I'm just a groupie, man, just a groupie.
I love
Trying
it.
to get an autograph.
You never get dramatic, ever. I don't know what you're doing.
Towel.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're never dramatic, Mark.
Oh no, not me, not me. Hey, but I got this feel. I got a feeling. It feels different, man. So we haven't had a franchise guy for a while, and it feels good.
I love it. Hey, drink some brown water for us. Have a great weekend, brother.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend. Go Grizz, baby. Let's go. Up with
Come on, Grizz.
You know what time it is. See you, boys.
There he is. Waving the flag for Montana in Nashville.
It, Love it. He never let us down.
I mean, is there a more passionate guy like in your circle?
No.
Will from the Ville's pretty passionate.
Oh no, he called me today passionate about something. Like Will today, he ain't gonna let you. I love to see him and Marc in the same room, boy. Neither one of them will be able to get a word out. Neither one of them. It's a guarantee.
I love it. All right, we'll take a look at the Titans' injury issues and then ask a question. If you want in, 615-737-1045. Where do you come down on Will Levis trying to run everybody over? Trying to make tackles like shoulder to shoulder on defensive tackles. 615-737-1045. Broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill at Cedar Creek Marina. Come by for your chance to win a New Year's Eve VIP party. 4 tickets, 3 drink tickets apiece, hors d'oeuvres, champagne toast, and all that's going down here. We're going to give it away at 5:45 in that segment. Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Cedar Creek Marina. Come by, get signed up. We'll be right back on 104.5 The Zone.
All right, organizing your closets, taking back over your office space, maybe your garage, doesn't matter. Artisan Custom Closets has you covered and can help you do all of it. You want to go check them out on their website, ARTISAN, customclosets.com. And let's say you do want that breathtaking dream closet you've always dreamed of, or maybe you want to buy it for your significant other for the upcoming holidays. Now's a perfect time to do it. You can get a free in-home consultation today with Artisan Custom Closets, and they'll come in, do a free design appointment, put it all into a 3D plan, send it to you, work with your budget so you can take away, add whatever you really love, and they can make it perfect for you. That's why they call it custom. ArtisanCustomClosets.com. If you tell them Dawn sent you, give them a call. They will give you 10% off whatever your project is, whether it's your garage or your home office or your laundry room. And they also have payment options as well. 615-800-2199 is the number. 800-2199. Go say goodbye to your clutter. Get a free in-home consultation today. That's ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Life is busy. We could all use some extra time in our day, which is exactly why Two Rivers Ford offers mobile service. We'll bring the service to your driveway at no additional charge. Oil changes, brakes, batteries, the certified technicians at Two Rivers will perform basic maintenance on your vehicle wherever you are, so you'll have more time for moments like this. Schedule your mobile service appointment by scanning the QR code or calling Two Rivers Ford today.
It's cold out there. Don't let your old windows affect your heating bill. Maybe you need new windows. Well, guess what? They're affordable with Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. They've got a deal going on right now. All you have to do is go online and schedule your free consultation, PellaNashville.com, and you can get 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months. Can't beat that. PellaNashville.com. And I want to tell you this about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. I have their windows and doors. I love them. And so do Nashville homeowners, because they were voted #1 for highest quality and craftsmanship based on a 2022 survey of leading brands among homeowners. Also rated #1 by Nashville homeowners for highest quality, for a brand that stands behind their products, and I could go on and on. So get your new replacement windows from Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville, PellaNashville.com.
Three HL 1045, the Zone, broadcasted live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Cedar Creek Marina. It's a beautiful day out here, man.
BEAUT4 out here today.
Still haven't seen our guy Arlo walking around.
Yeah, he's might be hiding. He might pop up out the water today. It's a little chilly out there.
They call him the mayor of the marina.
Yeah. He'll be the squid of the marina today.
Grew up here, knows everybody. Anyway, we're having a good time. We always have a good time out here.
Yes, we are.
That is for sure. So many storylines around this Texans-Titans game. I think the Titans just – and it's funny with the Titans that you're almost scared to say what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I'm
But the truth of the situation is the Titans are catching the Texans at a great point.
Yes.
I mean, I went through this.
Absolutely right.
C.J. Stroud is out. So Davis Mills and Case Keenum are the quarterbacks. Neither one of them has started a game this year.
Yes.
We did mention Davis Mills came into Nashville last year and led a comeback win and scored a touchdown with a touchdown pass with 2:53 to go to take the 19-14 lead, and then they won. But he hasn't started a game this year, neither has Case Keenum. Keenum only threw 2 passes all of last year.
Right.
And you got to go back 2 years before he's done anything.
Please put him in.
Defensive end Will Anderson is out.
Beautiful.
42 tackles and 5 sacks.
Anybody to stay away from Levis.
Right tackle George Fant is out. And their tackles, their offensive tackles, Laramie Tunsil on the other side, 2 of the best in the game. And so that affects them for sure. Nico Collins, leading receiver, 60 receptions, 1,004 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Injured his calf last week, left the game early, is out on Sunday.
Okay.
So that means that Bobby Trees is the number one receiver because rookie wideout phenom Tank Dell is also out. He's out for the season. So you go to Bobby Trees, the number 3 guy is the number 1 guy. He's got 31 catches for 324 yards this year and 1 touchdown. Then that makes Noah Brown the second wide receiver, although he's listed as questionable. And he's 21 catches for 439 yards and 1 touchdown. And John Mechie out of Alabama, great story, trying to get back. But in terms of production, 13 receptions, 144 yards, and 0 touchdowns. That's their pass game.
I wonder how happy
Davis Mills and those 3 guys.
Bobby Trees is down now. Because it's kind of like he didn't want to just be blocking up here and doing this, that, and the other. But you ain't getting the ball down there. You probably got the ball up here more.
He did. He was the leading receiver.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Okay. All right, well, Davis Mills and Bobby Trees, we got to stop them. I like that. I love it. And you know what, I'm all for it, man. These guys going out there. Give me no name. Give me no name guys out there. Show me something. Show me which work. If Harold Landry and them going to do this, Danico and them going to give me some no name guys out there. Go make a name.
Show me what you're working with.
Show me what you're working with.
Also questionable, Henry To'o, linebacker.
He's been questionable since he left Tennessee.
Wide receiver, Noah Brown, as I mentioned, and offensive guard, who's also from Tennessee, Shaq Mason.
Big Shaq, yeah. West Tennessee, I think, maybe. Middle. He might be Middle Tennessee.
No, I think it's like, toward Huntsville.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All right.
Columbia?
It's somewhere in the little country town.
You love the little country
towns. I love the little country towns.
I love it when we go to Buffalo Wild Wings in the little country towns.
Yeah, that's real country town.
People come out, and they may or may not buy you shots all day.
And they may or may not give you gifts all day or food and all kind. Man, golly, I went home last night and tried that stuff. Boy, I said, hey, man.
Took you 2 trips in the car.
Dude, I'm like, wow, okay. All right, we're going to put the weight back on me.
He's from Columbia.
There you go.
Look at Yoro. Yoro just be knowing this
stuff.
You
threw me with the West Tennessee. I was like, is he?
Yeah, I
don't think so.
Yeah,
maybe.
I like to throw them out there to give them a little recognition since Savage out there. But.
Well, we've seen a lot of West Tennessee guys lately. Like it's just been kind of in the matrix, like the Cordova thing.
Yeah, yep.
What else we got? Blake Cashman, outside linebacker, out. 87 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, 1 interception. Starting strong side linebacker.
Get him out of here.
He is. Teair Thomas, backup nickel, 30 tackles, 2 forced fumbles.
Have a good time.
So he's out too.
That's right.
For the Titans.
Who's out for the Titans,
got
man?
this little cough going, man.
Don't worry about the cough. Don't worry about that.
Need Fireball or something.
Get rid of the cough. Ignite the cough.
I mean, it's like NyQuil, right?
Yeah, it soothes the throat.
Identical.
Except for cinnamon flavored. Cinnamon flavored NyQuil.
Y'all know, boy.
What?
I was.
Who's out? Who's out of the game? No. Who's out of the game?
Thank you.
Who's out of the game?
Because that was going to be a little story right there about NyQuil. It was, dog.
Who doesn't have a NyQuil story? Out, wide receiver, Kyle Phillips. What is going on with him?
Hey, man, he's just trying to figure it out. What
do you think he does when he's not at the game? Like, I think he goes shopping or something?
Do therapy, hopefully.
You think so?
Like body
acupuncture?
Therapy, some physical therapy.
Cold tub?
Anything.
Skin ablation? I don't even know what that is. Tight end Josh Wiley's out. Defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons is out. Questionable. NWI. He came down with an illness. What's he got? Maybe he needs NyQuil.
Yeah, he can get it. Come on, man. We need NWI. You've been sealing games, dog. You sealed the game against the Falcons.
2-point play against the Dolphins.
Yeah, no, and then the Dolphins, backdoored that, and then made that big catch.
Low-key has big catches.
Yes, he does.
In like every game.
He's somebody you have to have on the field.
Late in the game against Miami, the 23-yarder.
Yep. Like, you got to have him on the field, dog. We need you.
I can't, illness, man, go play.
This ain't the time.
Yeah, like if you got diarrhea or something like that, or you're vomiting, like just go
They got something to stop you up.
Go work through it, man.
Yeah.
It's not grass field anymore. It's turf, but like they can spray it down after the game.
Man, you got plenty of uniforms in the locker room.
They are wearing white pants, though.
They can change.
I like how we're just deciding things for NWI.
Yeah, no, we
don't even know what he has.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Doodoo Brown was a song. It was. Doodoo Brown.
I know. I remember.
Doodoo Brown. What up, Uncle Luke?
Safety Kayvon Wallace is questionable. Defensive lineman Danico Autry is questionable. We don't need that one.
He ain't going to be questionable. Danico going to be out there.
Hell or high water.
Yeah, he a fighter. I ain't saying the rest ain't, but I know.
Where is Kirby? Where did that come from?
What?
Kirby, where did the phrase "come hell or high water" come from?
What?
Wow. Kirby doesn't know.
Kirby, 2 palms up? Don't know?
Hardly ever say. I hardly ever see him.
I've never since I've been involved on the zone. I've never seen Kirby do 2 palms up.
Come hell or high water, he'll be out there. Dr. Gibby too.
Man,
maybe NWI needs Dr. Gibby.
Dr. Gibby, can you help us, please? Get us right. It's
What's
Friday.
your NyQuil story?
Oh man, I was I had a little cold.
Yeah.
And I was thinking
like a little baby cold.
Yeah, and this is before I knew what's the name of the little drink that you make with the bourbon?
Hottie toddy.
Hottie toddy. I'm thinking that the hottie toddy is just NyQuil warmed up. So
no,
I warmed it up and I was like, man, this don't taste like everybody says it's supposed to. So I put some more in there. And before you know it, in like 10 minutes, I drank the whole bottle of NyQuil.
Oh my gosh.
It was fried. I do not remember. But I didn't wake up sick no more. I was good.
Yeah, that's another assortment of problems.
I did. Whole bottle of NyQuil. It was wild, man. I
just went to sleep and the empty bottle of NyQuil's laying by the bed.
Don't you know the summer is the worst time to get a cold?
Oh,
I was in school and had a cold in the summer and was like, I couldn't go buy no bottle of alcohol. So
why not?
I wasn't old enough yet. You know, you can't do that.
I'm sure that stopped you.
I followed all the rules.
Yeah, I'm sure. You guys were notorious for following all the rules.
Hey, man, hey.
I didn't know what's going on.
Hey, the
over
coach
there.
stopped the bus, man. We just let him know we had one in the back. That's all.
All right, coming up next. Yesterday, we were supposed to have Will Levis on at 5:15, but he was in a meeting.
Yeah.
And our guy, Jared Puffer, who works with the Titans, was waiting outside the door. Door was closed. So we just kept, taking breaks and try to get the breaks in and then leave a wide open amount of time at the end of the show. Ramon Foster will join us today, I guess, at some point.
Yeah.
You forgot.
I forgot. I'm going to tell him, though.
Sounds very confident.
Savage will be on with us today.
So anyway, so we had to move Savage to today, right, Clay?
Yep.
And so Levis comes on at 50. What time was it, Hunk? 53?
It was 51 because I remember looking at my watch and said, screw it, let's go.
We were supposed to be out at 55. So then we had to make an educated decision. And then there's this whole radio thing where you have to play a legal ID within 4 minutes at the top of the hour, either side. So we took him past 6 o'clock without asking our bosses.
Yeah.
Hey, we're just going to go into the next show. Don't worry about it.
Afterwards, I found out that he was 100% okay with the decision, so I was happy with it.
I mean, I've been doing this a long time. I knew he would be okay with it. It's great content. It's QB1, man. It's not like he's out here doing a ton of interviews on radio. So we took him beyond 6 o'clock, got him out before 6:04. Anyway, I know a lot of y'all didn't hear it, so we're going to play that next. Titans quarterback Will Levis next on 104.5 The Zone, 3HL.
What's happening, good people? It is the holiday times, which means Christmas is here, people. This is wrapped. Even if it's not that for Christmas, then you got New Year's right there around the corner, too. So it's a combined thing. You can go and get anything you're looking for as far as proposing. You want to get some jewelry. You want to get some watches. You want to get a little bit of anything. Well, go to Brentwood Jewelry, BrentwoodJewelry.com. If you don't want to go in the store at the location, but if you do, it's 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, right there off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every single day for over 50 years. Now, you got to understand, a little adjustment in the hours. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Real simple to follow, man. Go on in there and find that special thing that you need to make that person that you love, care about, smile. No matter if it's a fiance, an uncle, cousin, sister, brother, daddy, mama, anything. It don't matter. You can find anything you're looking for. New watches. Hey, Big Slay want a watch. Just saying, man. Pre-owned Rolex is right there for you, all for the fraction of the price. Exceptional style, exceptional deals. BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Good afternoon from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill here at Cedar Creek Marina. I'm Joe Hunt. We'll get to injury report in just a second, but Titans making news earlier today as multiple sources are now saying that the Titans are parting ways with defensive lineman Teair Tart, who has played in 11 games so far this season for the Titans, starting 9 of them. Also, with that injury report, good news for the Titans, at least potentially from the quarterback position with the Texans. C.J. Stroud has still not practiced so far this week, and he is now listed as doubtful going into that game on Sunday. Also out for the Texans will be Will Anderson, Blake Cashman, two of their best defensive players. And now for the Titans, the players are going to be out. Kyle Phillips, we obviously just told you about Teair Tart, Big Jeff, as well as Josh Wiley. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone, Friday edition, Trash Talk Friday. It's also
Get fried today.
You can do it right here, responsibly, of course. Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Cedar Creek Marina, that is where we are. And we're giving away really cool little New Year's Eve prize.
Yeah.
Thanks to our friends at Scoreboard Bar and Grill. 4 tickets to a New Year's Eve VIP party at the Nashville Palace, 3 drink tickets each. So 12 drink tickets. So if you bring, a couple people that don't drink, number one, they're driving home. Number 2, load up.
Facts.
Responsibly, of course. Hors d'oeuvres, champagne toast, all that going down at Nashville Palace, New Year's Eve VIP party. You can register to win here at Cedar Creek Marina. Also, you can fill out your pick sheet to try to beat me and Slay. We still haven't heard who won 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Bop.
Thank you, Bop. And we need to know how Slay and I both did. Homework assignment. California and Texas Tech, UCLA, Boise State, Miami of Ohio, Appalachian State, Broncos at Lions, Cowboys at Bills, Ravens at Jaguars, Titans at Texans. Those are the games. And then the total points scored in the Titans-Texans game is the tiebreaker, so you can get that done. Yesterday, we had a chance to catch up with Titans quarterback Will Levis following that incredible late game rally, historically great in terms of NFL rallies. But in advance of, obviously, Titans and Texans coming up this weekend, if you missed that conversation, you're going to want to hear from Titans quarterback Will Levis right now. If you heard it already, you'll probably listen again. It was that good. He is that good. Here it is, Will Levis on 3HL. I am told that we have QB1 on the phone now, Will Levis.
We have found QB1.
Yeah. Will, what's up, man?
What's
How are
up,
you?
guys? Thanks for having me.
What's going on, brother?
Well.
How are you feeling, bro?
I am good. Just finished up a good day at the facility over here, and looking forward to getting to Sunday to play the Texans.
Is it tough on a short week?
It is. We're getting back late, 3 a.m. Tuesday morning after a Monday game and getting in there that same day to, start practicing for the next week. So it's tough. A lot of guys' bodies are feeling it, but it's the same way all around the league. It's part of the game, and, it's all about preparation and recovery to get ready for that next game.
QB1, Will Levis joins us on 3HL. Will, how was that locker room after that win against Miami, man?
It was awesome. It was electric. I mean, guys were feeling it. Raves, I think people saw the video. A lot of us took us a second to kind of just sit back and realize kind of what we just did, and it was pretty cool for all of us to have that moment of celebration in the locker room. But with the short week, it's not a lot of time to celebrate. You got to flip your mind over to Houston. The second we land back in town, but those couple hours of celebrating in the locker room and then on the plane ride home was pretty special.
One more about that Miami game. Obviously, you're going through the game. You have no idea about how historic that comeback is going to be. But down 14 with 3 minutes to go, what's going through your mind there? You get the touchdown, then the defense has to get you the ball back. When you get the ball back, what are you thinking? Kind of what was going through your mind in those situations?
It's just taking it one play at a time. I mean, starting at, when you turn the ball over with the fumble and then they score, and we're going up with 4 minutes left to try to score a touchdown, and you can't get 14 back with one play. You got to take it one play at a time. You got to take what they give you, chip down the field, and, trust that
however much time's left on the clock will be enough because the defense will get us that ball back, which they did. And then when we did, was able to, drive down and get another one. So, just complimentary football all around. Defense played their butts off all game, put us in position to be able to win, even with the mistakes that we had. But just taking it one play at a time, trusting our preparation, trusting what we see, and executing.
Will Levis joins us on 3HL. Will, whatever pressure you felt in that game on Monday night has nothing on what you're about to feel now. I'm going to turn it over to my guy, Ron Slay.
Will Levis, man, welcome to 3HL. Let me go and preface you with this right here. We're about to go into the Boom Boom Room. If you agree to the Boom Boom Room, the door will be locked behind you when you walk in. You must answer every question truthfully in order to get the door unlocked. I hold the key to that door. Do you agree to these terms, sir?
I agree.
Lock the door, Zelf. Let's go.
Yeah.
Time to lock them gates.
Man, honestly,
All right, baby. Will Levis is in the Boom Boom Room. The doors have been locked behind him. Now we got to get straight to it, man. Will, I got to ask you, man, this is always, I try to keep it away from football to let people know kind of who you are and pull the curtain back a little bit. We done heard about all the viral stuff. Man, that's in the past, man. But tell me, man, what has grounded you in success, be able to handle success or failure? Give me something in your lifetime that you went through away from football that you think prepared you for moments like this, whether it be success or failure.
I think it starts with my relationship with my late grandfather. He was a big person in my life growing up, just living right next door to him. He built the house I grew up in and was just an old school alpha male, type A type person, and didn't take no BS from nobody, And he wasn't like someone who wasn't supposed to show any love either, though. Like, he taught me how to be a loving individual, but how to be a stand-up individual and a good man and a heck of a competitor at the same time. So he definitely helped me, and I got him to thank for that.
Now you got to give me your first aha moment when you entered the league. Now that you're in it and you got some games in, you went through a preseason and everything and so forth and so on. What was your first aha moment like? Oh man, I'm here.
Well, that first game was really cool, and I know it's not often where you have a plan just come to life like it did that game, and where everything just felt like it was really working. I got asked the question, like, what hit did you take where you were like, dang, like, it's a little different here? And it wasn't really a big hit, but one of the plays were just like, no, that's a professional football play that I had. It was the third and goal down in Tampa, where Vita Vea just grabbed me by the shoulder and threw me down with one hand. And I'm not a light individual. I'm pretty big, and for him to do that, I was just like, dang. Like, for one, it taught me that I need to step up in the pocket a little bit, but just that guys are a little bit different at this level.
No doubt about it, man. Okay, now you got to give me one thing. If we're getting the opportunity to get away from the facility, get away from football, you got 24 hours with me. You got to show me an insight of what Will is. Will, take me to your house, what you going to feed me, and where can you take me out to? Or are we sitting on the front porch or the back porch smoking cigars with some of that good Kentucky bourbon that y'all got up there?
Ooh. I actually did get into bourbon a little bit when I got to Kentucky, but I drink tequila. That's what I like to drink. But
I like that.
Not that we would be doing any drinking per se, but we're definitely starting off with a nice breakfast and then probably playing a round of golf, getting to know each other on the course. Probably a workout in before then, actually, and then reward yourself with a nice little round of golf, and then a nice dinner at a steakhouse with a fat ribeye and all the sides you could think of. So. Good people, good times, good camaraderie, good activities. Sounds like a good day to me.
I love that, man. So this is the last one because I know we're short on time, man. I got to let you get on out of here. But you got to give me what is the moment? No, matter of fact, what's the most popular or biggest celebrity now that you've got this newfound fame in your phone that you could call? And don't give me a football player. I don't want to hear no.
Yeah, who's your Taylor Swift? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, that's too easy for you. Not Taylor Swift. It could be a basketball. It could be LeBron or somebody, or it could be Denzel or Tom Cruise or somebody like that.
I'm not gonna reveal anything that way, but I'd say after the first game.
Hey, first, Will. Wait a minute, Will. Will, this ain't no DN breathing down your neck, dog. This the boom boom room. Ain't no getting out of here. You'll be in the basement with the lost souls down there if you don't answer this question correctly.
I think Kevin Durant messaged me and had congratulated me, and he was one of my favorite players growing up. Him and Bron. So I mean, seeing Easy Money Sniper pop up in my DMs, giving me some love was pretty sweet.
That's pretty dope right there. That's an Oak Hill alum, man, so shout out to him. Hey, man, listen, man, I ain't going to get into this Kentucky-Tennessee thing. You're a Wildcat. I'm a Vol. I'm going to let all that settle right there, let the dust settle because you're a Titan, two-tone blue. Hey, man, Will Levis, you made it through the boom boom room. Unlock the door, Zelf.
That wasn't so bad. Thank you so much.
Looks like you did good in the boom boom room. Hoo-wah.
Hey, Will, real quick on the way out, I'm curious in these 7 games, what have you learned about yourself?
I'd say I've learned, what I can do. I think I've given myself confidence that I can go out here and I could do this and I could play, this game at this level, at a high level. Not that I've reached my potential or I'm even close to it, but just the few things that a few games and watching the film and seeing the improvement that I've made, it's just giving me confidence going forward that, I could be a great player at this level, and I just got to keep working to reach that level.
What you see in this Texans defense, they play a lot of zone, man, 79% zone.
No, they play some man. I mean, we don't know exactly what we're going to get quite yet, but, different variations of midfield open zones, and they will play some man. We'll see what their plan is for us, but I think we have opportunities to attack them in multiple ways depending on what they do to us. So I think we've done a good job with the game plan so far. We've had a couple really clean practices the last couple days.
Cool.
Getting in some good speed work tomorrow and some red zone work before we wrap it all up and put the hay in the barn.
You like wearing that? You like putting on that old school Oilers uni?
Oh yeah, look good, feel good, play good, baby. I think we're all excited to wear those this weekend, and I know some Houston fans got some opinions about it, but it's a cool jersey. That's all I really think about it.
Hey, last thing, is this Billie Jean's thing like a real thing?
I mean, I didn't come up with it. People can call me whatever they want. I'm not going to trademark anything or whatever. But
you are aware of it, though, right?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I got you, man. Hey, thanks for taking the time, man. I know you're busy, obviously, with meetings and everything. Good luck on Sunday, man. It's been fun watching you play, bro.
Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate it, Will.
There he is, Will Levis. How about that? He doesn't sound like a rookie, does he?
Nah, he sounds like he's somebody that know exactly where he's going and know how to get there, too.
QB1. If you miss any interviews, make sure you download the podcast for 3HL where you get your podcast. Jim White had this. Titans quarterback Will Levis surprised kids from the Boys and Girls Club of Middle Tennessee with a shopping spree last night at JCPenney and Cool Springs Mall. Each kid received a $150 gift card, and Levis shopped with the kids one night after, this was Tuesday, guiding the team's comeback win in Miami. Boys and Girls Club.
That's my folks over there.
That's
now.
your people.
Yeah, I'm a Boys and Girls Club kid, man. Middle Tennessee, baby.
Let's
go.
All right, when we come back, we'll visit with former Titans All-Pro linebacker Keith Bulluck. That's next, 3HL, live at Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Cedar Creek Marina, 104.5 The Zone.
All right, you need to achieve hero status this holiday season, and A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa wants you to be able to do it easily. The woman in your life is going to love this unique and thoughtful gift. No supply chain issues. It'll get there in time, always in style, always fits, always appreciated. How about a gift card to A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa? That means you get to choose your budget, whether you spend a little or you go lavish, whatever. She can then use this gift card to choose from at least 10 different services, all under one roof at A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. So let's say she doesn't like massages. Well, it doesn't matter. They do manicures and pedicures, sunless tanning, waxing, facials. The HydraFacial is amazing, by the way. There's a hair salon there, makeup. They have amazing gifts in their lobby as well. So she can choose whatever she wants, and everybody loves spa gifts. The woman in your life might even love maybe a couple's spa day. You could do that with your gift card. Go see my friends at A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. They are at the intersection of Crothers Parkway and Bakers Bridge Avenue in Cool Springs. Call them at 615-224-0770 or just go get that gift card 24/7 on their website, amomentspeace.com.
So this is a small bird too for
That's
someone
right.
that's never seen a
Yeah.
bobwhite before. It's this little round softball.
That's right. Yeah, you could. I wouldn't. They're not much bigger than my fist. They've got little legs, but they're a ground nesting, ground dwelling bird. If they never have to fly in their life, they wouldn't. Right? They just do that to get away from hawks and owls for the most part, or hunters. What they need is largely herbaceous plant communities. Right? So they need wildflowers. They need a small proportion of grasses. I don't need vast grasslands, right? I need stuff that most people would call weeds. Those are providing good brood cover, good nesting cover, a lot of insects, right? That's what chicks need to develop early.
Bridgestone Firestone is a quail focus
It
or
is.
focal area. So tell us a little bit why.
Yeah, it's largely because there are very few places that have wild quail in the state of Tennessee anymore. And there's dozens of different factors that lead into that, right? Everybody wants to jump right to predators, but it's a habitat issue, right? It's a landscape change, whether we're talking about development or whether we're talking about fire not being on the landscape anymore, or fields and young forests progressing into closed canopy forest, right? So the farm, just by nature of it being an open landscape that's been maintained that way, has held on to some birds. And compared to most other places in the state, we're one of the very few. On top of that, the potential for growing that population, it's higher here than just about anywhere else.
3HL 104.5 The Zone Friday edition coming at you live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill, the new location at Cedar Creek Marina. It's beautiful out here.
Yes, it is.
Sun setting, reflecting off the water.
Good energy, man. All about good energy.
No doubt about it. Your chance to win if you come by and see us. Register to win a VIP experience at Nashville Palace. New Year's Eve VIP. 4 tickets, 3 drink tickets each.
Oh, that's enough to get fried. You get straight shots.
Yeah, Hunk will go with you so he can drive you home.
Oh, that's
and then you get his 3 tickets.
Yeah, I'm just here for the food, man. Y'all do what y'all want.
You add a hunk and you get 6.
Yeah.
Put a hunk with me every time.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why I'm good for parties, bro.
Any
That's why
hunk
I'm good
or
for the
just
party.
one hunk?
Hunk or pregnant women?
Well, there you go. All righty.
I mean, I say me, but
hors d'oeuvres, champagne toast as well. So come by here and get registered. Eggy Bop's over there by the table. You can check him out.
With some sweet tea. Oh, that's a guarantee.
Especially if you're a female persuasion.
Yep.
Keith Bulluck joins us now. Titans, Texans coming up this weekend. Bully, what's up? How are you?
The Bully.
Ah, man, it's a long, busy week, but I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Always, this is one of my favorite parts of the week, man. Sit back and chat with some of my favorite guys in here in Nashville.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Bully. Bully, you sitting still, man? You got your feet on the ground? What you got going today, dog?
Ah, man, my middle child's birthday was yesterday. She turned 14.
Hey, happy birthday.
Yeah.
We're actually in the middle of a remodel, so, we got to move out. So we've been moving into the other crib, and it's crazy. You don't realize how much unnecessary junk you have until the junk is just left in your house. You know what I'm saying? So what's going to be interesting, hey, you hit it on the head. What's going to be interesting is this weekend when my wife has to decide what she needs and what she doesn't. I feel like she still needs things from 10 years ago, but we're gonna. Like I say, hey, I'm out of that one, but it's gonna be interesting to me. Hey, I'm gonna have my popcorn ready.
So to answer Slave's question, there's no sitting around right now, right?
Nah, none at all, man. None for the next couple of weeks, and then we could chill. But then, the travel volleyball start up soon. So, it's a full time. Being a dad is a full time job, and I love it. So it's all good.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing real quick, man. On the personal level, I love watching y'all. I don't know if y'all follow him. Y'all should. Y'all missing out. K-Bull 53 on social media, dog. I love when you pop up on your on your workers, and especially when one of your workers is your daughter, like, and they give you that look like, hey, come on, Dad, this ain't the time for it.
Yeah, my oldest is the newest, one of the newest employees at Just Love, so I do pop in on her, and she be like, oh, snap, and, try and give me that they call it the bombastic side eye. I don't know, man. Look, I just try, you know how it is, you try and keep up with what the shorty's talking about, so
that's it.
That side eye. Yeah, But it's cool.
Keep Bulluck with us on 3HL.
It's cool having my kid work at my shop. I feel like Ken Griffey Sr. when he was playing with Ken Griffey Jr. I can only imagine.
Yeah, I'm calling the shots, baby.
Oh, snap.
Hey, so Teair Tart got released today, right? With 4 games left. Anything weird happen like that? Like when you were playing, like somebody just who contributes on a big level just up and gone one day?
Yeah, man.
Like, how weird is this story, I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, how productive was he? And I feel like I've heard his name the last few weeks, you know what I'm saying? Coming around, but I don't feel like I've heard his name as much as I've heard it in the past. And then, it could be a situation maybe he's not getting as much playing time as he wanted. Maybe he's disgruntled. Like, you never know. Usually, in my experiences, it's maybe one of those. It could have been a situation where it was amicably agreed upon. There you go. The Titans just felt like they were better off without him, obviously, because they were making room for maybe some other young guy who played well the last few weeks. But I, like yourself, not privy to that info. I would have to really go back and see, why they would, because like I said, I feel like I've heard his name the last couple of weeks, whereas it's kind of been scarce earlier in the season.
And man, my opinion on it too, man, is when you start to hear about a guy more so outside of his game production, when you hear about him more about missing practices or, no show
for personal reasons.
Yeah, when you start hearing stuff like that, and I think it's a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Now you got to couple that with the losing shines a different light on a lot of different things, makes people feel totally different, attitudes change, motivation changes. I'm in it for me. So it could be a number of things. I just believe, man, that when you get to that point, I've seen a change in my career before. So I think when you get to that point, man, it's hard to pinpoint because we're not in the locker room. But I feel like it's more of we starting to flush things out. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to go into this off season.
Yeah, and to add on to what you're saying, Slay, if there were some issues earlier in the year and they obviously worked with them, you know what I'm saying? And then now you're getting to the later part of the year and maybe those issues are, rearing their head again. It just might be easier at this point. I don't know where he is in his contract, but for them to just, cut waste and trim the fat and keep it pushing and give somebody else the opportunity that, like I say before, may have been showing some flashes in the last few weeks. So somebody they want to see going down the stretch.
Yeah, that actually I think is a big part of this is that his contract's up after the season.
Free agent after this.
And they didn't
so they could get some looks at some they got 4 games left, and they're meaningful depending on how they looking at it. Like if I'm like Vrabel, I can make them meaningful on a Tuesday or Wednesday team meeting. You know what I'm saying? Why not see how these other younger guys perform or some free agents perform in this last 4-game stretch?
Yeah.
What was your take on the Miami game? Did you see that coming at all, man?
No, man. If I saw that coming, I would have been down there.
Right,
you know I could have. Hey, Art Basel was going on. There was a whole bunch of stuff going on. I could have been down there for it, but I was like, man, I'm chilling. And then it was 10-10 in middle of the third quarter. I'm like, yo, so Miami messing around. You know what I'm saying? You saw they got the cheetah back out there, but then when they got that, that muff punt, put it and scored, and then they got the turnover and scored. Look, the Dolphins was out there clowning, and I was like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody said that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Pretty much everybody said, and, Rhett and Mike Keith yesterday was saying that, like, the Dolphins fans was trying to beat that traffic out of up north, you know what I'm saying? Up north from down south, 95. So, it was one of those things, but I love the fact that, look, it's garbage time. Yo, we can go down here and score, and then you get that score, and then you get a stop. Now it's a situation. So now you definitely wouldn't have foreseen that. And I look at it like, look, the Titans took advantage of some carelessness from the Miami Dolphins. I love, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, I love Josh McDaniels. I love the energy he brings, the style he brings to the game, but maybe him being so young, and you saw how the Dolphins were acting, they were cut like you should, but then get back to business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could clown all you want, get back to business, and then you don't get back to business, and then the one play I see, one play that really stands out that tells a lot is when Top caught the long OVS, the long crosser outside vertical stretch when he come all the way across the field. Jalen Ramsey was chasing, you know what I'm saying? He was the trail guy, so that tells me, all right, everybody went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You getting beat all the way across the field like that, you know what I'm saying? You letting D-Hop route you up. And, Jalen Ramsey, we know he take pride in those things. So everybody on the Dolphins fell asleep, and the Titans answered the call and played big. And, what I also liked about that comeback is it wasn't just D-Hop. You know what I'm saying? It was Spears. It was a little bit of Derrick Henry. It was a little bit of Chika Conquo. It was Westbrook Akine. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody I had a role to play offensively. The defense stepped up. They only gave up 10 points, on Monday night, where, bet 1,000, shoot 1,000. If somebody had said that they were going to hold Miami to 10 points, defensively, I'd have took that 1,000. Hey, Slay, I would have took
all
that
day
1,000.
long. All day long. I took it.
So yeah, man, you gotta take your hats off to the Titans.
Man, and so looking at that, like you said, it was more than just D-Hop. Like, it wasn't the vets that took over or anything. Yeah, they made plays, but that's what I want to speak about, this young bunch that's out there playing. All of the draft picks out there getting experience, and you get opportunities to get a young quarterback and a young running back to get out there and play and help lead a comeback, man, on the road, Monday night primetime football. Like, that's priceless to me. The experience that these guys are attaining, like this, you don't get to see this. So when you talk about building for the future, how much can you put into what these young guys are doing when, in a sense, it's not money on the table? You kind of playing with house money. Can you still learn if you're a young guy in that situation as far as these young Titans go?
Yeah, 1,000%, because it's, you got like I think I saw a 1 or 2% chance of making the playoffs, so you still got a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With that said, With that being said, you're playing the Texans. It's a divisional game. You beat them, you jump up on them, and I think you got a couple of more divisional games that you could play. So at the end of the day, all you could do is play and win, and then you put the pressure on everybody else that's in the top position. Jacksonville's quarterback is hurt right now, down the stretch. So what the Jaguars did last year at the end of the season. So you don't know what this Titans team can do with these last 4 games. I'll tell you what, though, they can make it very, very interesting, and they have something to play for. So you talk about those young guys that are on this team right now. Go out there, have fun, get a spot on this roster, because at the end of the day, I know people are going to want to play here next year, and a lot of these wide receivers and offensive players are going to want to come play with Will Levis and Jeffrey Simmons and the guys that they got here. So yeah, Slade, they definitely are building for this team as they keep playing. There is incentive, because now you come in. Say they got 4 more games. If they go 3-1 or split, you know what I'm saying? It's a good ending. It's a good ending. You know what I'm saying? So you build up that. You come into the offseason. Will Levis is the leader. You don't know what else is going to happen. That is one thing for sure. Saying on offense, defense, is Big Jeff. You know what I mean? You got Amani Hooker here, and you just go from there. But you have the small, younger dudes who now – Those puppy dogs has got to be big dogs, because they ain't no more Byard and those names that you're used to hearing, but they were here when things were going well, so they had an opportunity to see it done, and that's how it was for me. Like, I was around. I didn't play in 2000. I was on special teams and certain packages, but I soaked it in when I was on the team in 2000. So when it was my turn to lead in 2002 or 2003 and 2000, from then on, I knew how to do it. I was watching Blaine and them and Steve and them and so on and so forth.
Yeah, the playoff thing is, if the Titans win, they're a game behind the Texans. If the Titans win and the Ravens beat the Jaguars, they're only 2 behind Jacksonville with 3 to go, and one of those games is against Jacksonville in Nashville. So there is a sliver of hope out there, as you pointed out. As we roll on, KB, wanted to get your thoughts on Frank Wycheck, and obviously we lost a legend over the last weekend, and just a great football player, but a better dude. What do you remember about Frank?
Yeah, man, Frank Wycheck. I call him that because I remember my rookie year. When I was in my last year in school at Syracuse, they were still the Oilers. They were the Memphis Oilers, and that's who I used to use on the game on Madden. So, I was familiar with the team already. You know what I mean? That was my game, my squad.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that was my squad up at the Q's. So I was telling that to Samari today. I was talking to Samari today. I was like, yeah, I remember y'all. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I was familiar then. And then, that's when Wycheck obviously, was blazing the NFL as, Steve's go-to, one of the most reliable, short-handed tight ends in the NFL. And then when I get here to have to, and this is when, the phrase iron sharpens iron really, holds true, is because, I'm going against Frank in practice, and Frank is busting my ass. Like, I'm a senior, I'm a rookie or whatever it is. My bad, I'm a rookie, and Frank is breaking me off. You know what I mean? My first preseason, then my second preseason, but then as we came into that camp, things started to slow down. My second year, things started to slow down, and I got better at coverage. And then, obviously Frank told me a couple things, because it's not like he was fast. He had like that Jason Witten game where he gonna beat you with savvy and hit you with the triple half fake. Though nobody has a triple half fake. I had never seen a triple half fake besides Frank Wycheck. So, and to me, to finish my point, iron sharpens iron, because my second year I was covering Shannon Sharp on Monday night. That was my assignment. He was 3 catches away from getting the record, and he didn't get the record. You know what I'm saying? So all that work against Frank Wycheck had me prepared. So Shay Sharp will be talking about that on Club Shay right now. If he got that record on Monday night. So that's one of them things. But then even better as a player, as an older vet, kind of showing you the ropes. He was a family guy, and the transition. He was the first to really transition onto the radio when he was done, and kind of showing players that you can maybe get something on the radio. So before Blaine or myself or anybody that was on the radio here at 104.5, it was Frank Wycheck.
Love it, Bully, man. Hey, have a great weekend. It might be a stressful one, though, with all that's going on around you.
Hey, man,
but we'll be thinking about
the Titans need to bring it home, man. Look, the Titans need to bring it home. They run them throwbacks against the Texans, man. You can't let the Texans.
That's
if
right.
the Titans go and beat the Texans down in these throwbacks, they just put the nail in the coffin. Houston, stop talking about it. It's over. We already done smacked you in these Tennessee Titan Oiler Blues. Let's keep it pushing. Y'all have a great weekend, fellas.
Bully.
See you, Bully. There he is, Keith Bulluck, K-Bull53 on Twitter. 5 o'clock hour coming up. Last Friday, we had Rob Gronkowski on the show.
Yeah.
Going to play a couple of cuts from that you'll want to hear. He's been in Nashville a lot, come to find out, and yes, he still parties. Rob Gronkowski next on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, good people? Yes, when the storms are arriving right here to Middle Tennessee, you got to be prepared, man. I'm talking about all the way from east all the way down to west. Yes, correctly. Be prepared correctly, people, with Cove Generators. That's who's going to take care of you. They're going to get you a Generac home standby generator because that's what they do. You can get it connected. It's super silent when they connect it to your home, not like the old school gas run, diesel run, all of that. No, that's not what happens. And even when your house goes off the grid, the power goes off the grid, your home is still protected because they monitor the generator. Call Cove Generators to perform maintenance on a Generac automatic standby generator of any brand. If you own it, it doesn't matter. If you didn't get it from Cove Generators, they'll still perform maintenance on it. Visit CoveGenerators.com and never lose power again, people. I'm telling you, contact them today, 931-559-3311. That's 931-559-3311 or CoveGenerators.com. Stay connected through it all.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill.
We are here.
Cedar Creek Marina. Dusk is my favorite time of day. It's beautiful on the water. That is for sure. And we've got fire pits going in here.
Yes.
Watch out, Kirby.
Burn them up. Set them on fire.
If you know, you know. That is a legend, bro.
With Kirby?
Yeah.
Oh, without question.
When Kirby gets put into the Radio Hall of Fame, we're going to talk about that. Because that needs to happen.
It does need to happen.
Tell me one person in Nashville that's ever been in radio that doesn't know you.
That's false.
A lot of years.
I had a gentleman come up to me yesterday, and was like, Kirby volunteered to take the picture, and he said, I said, appreciate it, Kirby. He said, oh, this is Kirby?
Oh, yeah. Rock star.
They know Kirby.
Hunk's right there, too, man.
Oh,
everybody comes in there to see that
mohawk.
freaking mohawk,
Yep.
man. They want that picture.
Mm-hmm.
I see, like, selfies pop up with people taking selfies with you. Like,
Yeah. Had no idea who that people I hadn't talked to in years. Come here, take a picture.
Yeah, they need it, huh?
What the heck? My wife looks at me. You need to change mohawk. Nope.
Nah, it's not the time.
when's the last time you didn't have a mohawk?
May have been, my son may have been a year old. May have been a year old.
So it hadn't been that long.
That's what I was going to say.
No, I did it towards the end of my time in Montgomery, and then when I moved to Huntsville, I had it, and same thing happened. People started noticing it, so I kept it. And then when I moved here,
What popped in your head to make you want to do that?
because I have two widow's peaks right here.
I got you.
Two
So it
widow's
just kind of
peaks.
makes sense.
No, and so what happens? My wife's like, "You need a new hairstyle."
Your hair did it for you.
Yes, and so I said, "All right,
So
let me
Derek
look up
Dooley used to talk
hairstyles."
about that.
So
Management.
all the ones that I looked up sucked, except for that one.
Yeah.
I got you.
Hair management.
All right, this guy's got hair management. Rob Gronkowski on the show last Friday as we were broadcasting live in advance of Army-Navy.
Yep.
And our thanks to Jimmy Shapiro for making that happen. But,
Definitely.
man, it was cool to meet that dude. He was a little bit shorter than Slay.
Hey,
There's photographic evidence.
make sure we tell Savage this when he come on.
And there's debate, actually, about that.
It is.
But I'm going
Hey,
shorter.
I'm riding with you.
Yeah, Slay was taller. But Gronk talked about New England, the Super Bowl parade, and got into Nashville a little bit.
Doing real well, man. I'm up in the city of Boston, the city of champions right now, man. It's always going to be a home forever. Been here, my first 9 years in the NFL, and the best 9 years of my life, that's for sure. Won 3 championships, been on 3 parades out in this city, and let me tell you, we wouldn't be in here. This room would be totally empty if the parade was going on. Right
Did you
now.
have any alcohol in these parades at all? I mean, what was going on there?
Did I have any alcohol? I mean, I was forced to have alcohol. There was 25 beers and 25 shots getting thrown at me at all times, so I was just catching them out of midair and just pounding them. It was the quickest hour of my life being on that duck boat. I wish the party was like 4 hours long, not just an hour.
Listen, man, Nashville's a pretty good party town. You been down there yet?
Yes, I'm always down in Nashville, actually. My friend has an IV place called Airtail,
Yes.
health and wellness recovery spot there. So I stop in whenever I can, get an IV, get my vitamins, all that, ozone, all that good stuff. So he takes care of me. I'm there in Nashville quite some times. It's basically right in the city whenever I'm there. And I'm telling you, that place is popping. I'm going to my hotel room. It's a Monday or Tuesday night, and I walk outside, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, why is there like 10 bachelor and bachelorette parties just rolling by, screaming at you, drinking? I'm like, this place don't stop.
Are you still looking for the party, or are you like reaching an age where you need to sit and read a book?
How do you look for a party when you are the party?
Look for the party behind the hill.
I am, brother.
Stamping and solidified.
We better start dancing on these tables right now. Get a little grinding going.
I'll leave that to you.
Nashville will have nothing on us, just being right here in this room on this
Absolutely
table.
love it. I'll leave that to you and Slake.
That's good right there. That's the Gronk.
How do you look for the party when you are the party?
Yeah, don't make how? Yeah, that's a double party. So that is the Gronk.
All right, this cut is about retirement. Gronk talking about retirement.
The best part of retirement, kind of making your own schedule.
Yeah.
Like when you want to work out, like working out, it's always in the resume. of my life. And then when you're playing football, you got to go to practice at that set time. And some days you don't feel like practicing. But let me tell you, I wake up, I'm like, I don't feel like working out. And then like 6 p.m., I'm like, oh man, I feel like working out. I'm gonna get my workout in. Like I don't have to stress about when to be ready for a workout or being ready, physically ready. That's the best part about it.
But are you pulled in so many more directions now?
I'm pulled in so many more directions. I almost went back to football because it was getting crazy. No, but
you heard it here first. Gronk's coming back out of retirement.
There's one thing.
Titans.
Yeah,
the Titans need a tight end.
The Titans do need a tight end.
Vrabel got your guy.
They need more than a tight end too, by the way. They need a whole line, and I'm not blocking even anymore. I'm only going to catch some passes. But
hey, Levis will get you a pass or two.
He will.
Kid's looking
Levis
good.
will. Will will hook me up.
There you go.
Will give me some willpower.
Yeah, that's it. Will give me some willpower.
This was before the Miami game. Might have had a little different take on that. Here's the last one from Gronk talking about his time in Tampa Bay.
It was satisfying that I could stay retired this time for sure. But,
so you guys aren't coming back?
No, we're not coming back. But it was awesome, man. It was incredible, man. Going down there to Tampa Bay. They haven't been to the playoffs in like 12 years or whatever. They had a good team, good defense as well.
Was that an easy decision for you?
I was ready to go. I was ready to play. When I first retired, I was like, I think I got more left in me. Let me just heal. Let me just get my body right, and then, that's just the opportunity that came. The opportunity had to be right, and that was the right opportunity. Down in Florida, too. Love Florida. Love shorts, T-shirts, 85 degrees every single day.
T-shirts? No shirts. What are we doing, Gronk?
Well, the T-shirt's easier to take off than a suit.
I like it. I like
a suit and a heavy jacket.
I like that.
You start off. You can't give them the goods right from the beginning.
I like that. Yeah.
You got to get them more.
Six-packs, all that, baby.
Yeah.
I like
kegs, six-packs. I love kegs as well. I want a keg. More expensive than a freaking six-pack.
Yeah, they are. You get keg stands on them, too.
Exactly.
You value, though. You get the value.
Yeah, you get the value with a keg.
How was that parade compared to the other parades?
They're both unbelievable.
Well, they were flying Super Bowl trophies.
They were flying Super Bowl trophies. I mean, Tom had to pick it up. That was his 7th parade, so they were getting boring for him, so he had to throw a trophy. But
so good.
That was, duck boats here on the streets, and then we were on real boats in the water in Tampa. That was the difference. But I would say the city of Boston, obviously, it's the #1 sports town in America, no doubt about it. I always say it all the time. I mean, Tampa was great, but it doesn't as a sports town, it doesn't match Boston. I mean, it's just a known fact.
Too many chips.
I mean, too many chips in the table up here. The whole New England area, you got like 5 states that are included in the New England area and that are all Patriots and Boston fans.
Right.
So, but Tampa was a great time. It was great just to, go to an organization and just turn it around like that and just help be a key part of it, help be a little part of it. It takes everyone, from the organization, from the top to the bottom. So just overall, man, both experiences were awesome and be lifelong memories.
There he is, Rob Gronkowski on 3HL last Friday. You can hear the entire interview on the podcast, so make sure you download the 3HL podcast where you get your podcast, rate, review, subscribe. When we come back, Big Jeff a couple of weeks ago had a cryptic couple of sentences that he threw out there, and then Teair Tart was released today. Do the two coincide? We'll talk about that. We'll play that cut for you, let you hear it, and then we'll talk about Teair Tart getting released. Paul Kaharski with the story earlier today. 3HL broadcasting live from Scoreboard Bar and Grill, Cedar Creek Marina. This is 104.5 The Zone. Go up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep. These are your guys. They're awesome people. I've been through the process with Gupton several times, and they are the absolute best. So if you are thinking about getting involved with a new vehicle, new or pre-owned, make sure you include Gupton in that process. If you haven't started yet, make sure you go there first because that's what you'll need. That's all you'll need is my friend Daniel and his dad Ken and all of the crew at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3450 Tom Austin Highway. It's going to be a short drive to the best vehicle buying experience that you've ever had, and that's what's coming up this weekend if you get it done. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in Springfield, Tennessee. Just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville, and you take 24 west toward Clarksville, exit 35 is 9 miles outside the city, then, again, into Springfield for the best vehicle buying experience you have ever had. No pressure at all from them. They just want you in the vehicle that's right for you. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com.
Good evening from the Scoreboard Bar and Grill at Cedar Creek Marina. I'm Joe Hunk. Earlier today, multiple sources are saying that the Titans were releasing Teair Tart. And in fact, Teair Tart just tweeted a few seconds ago that he appreciates the Titans respecting his request for the release and that he is looking forward for his next home. Now, as far as the Titans are concerned with the game on Sunday, the final injury report is out. The news for the Texans is that Will Anderson, Blake Cashman, as well as Teair Thomas are all out. Now, you're asking about C.J. Stroud. He is still yet to practice this week, and he is listed as doubtful. As far as the Titans are concerned, Josh Wiley, Big Jeff, as well as Kyle Phillips are the only players that are officially listed as out for that game. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, as well as home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone Friday edition, cruising at a high rate of speed toward the finish line of the week. And we love that you have included us in your day. If you want in, 615-737-1045. Teair Tart released today by the Tennessee Titans. Going to get into that in just a second. If you want to come out here, we'll be at Cedar Creek Marina Scoreboard Bar and Grill until 6 o'clock. Your chance to register to win a VIP New Year's Eve Bash VIP, again, experience at Nashville Palace. So come out here and see us and get that done. Ron Slay is here.
I'm in the building.
So Teair Tart released by the Titans. Odd timing in that Pecco just went on IR.
Right.
Titans did sign a couple of defensive tackles earlier in the week. Teair Tart had been missing practice for personal reasons. Did play against Miami.
Yep.
But got released today. He did tweet, appreciate the Titans respecting my request for the release.
Yeah.
Looking forward to my next home.
That's what's up right there. Pretty good.
I wonder we all wonder, where was the disconnect here? What led to this? This is the final year of his contract. There's been a lot of talk about him getting extended or not getting extended, and where is the contract situation? They let it roll into the season. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but it's weird with 4 games to go that you lose a pretty key rotational piece.
Yeah, it's a done deal. And I wonder, do you think about it? Is it the availability? Is that what it is? The effort being put out? Was it the not going to end up at the same place for the contract or the number that he's looking for? I think it could be a number of things, man. But I think the most interesting thing is when you're able to respond as a player, with a team putting something out. I was trying to find exactly what the Titans said upon his release. Can't find it, but I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. I think, like we talked about with Bully earlier, I think it's a part of shaving off the fat. You know what I'm saying? If you think it's not going to be guys to come in, or thinking back to what Big Jeff was talking about earlier in the season, you got to change the culture. You got to change the energy. You got new guys that are in this franchise that are playing with a different energy. If that energy isn't matched across the board.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
So would it make sense, if a player came to you and you were the guy in charge, and a player came to you and said, look, man, I want my release. It's not that easy because you could sit there and go, hey, man, we got 4 games to go. We need you.
Right.
Or did he put on tape that he wasn't trying or because I don't know the answer to that question. But it's a weird situation. If someone wants their release, that they're probably not a good teammate at this point, right? They're not happy where they are.
Or they trying to get paid and the team won't see eye to eye with them. I just believe when you start looking at it and they see him day in, day out. You know what I mean? How he operates, how he gets along with guys, how his energy is, effort is in practice. Is that carrying over to the game? Are you just showing up when the lights cut on and want to play hard, or are you like this all the time? One thing we know about a Vrabel-led team is you got to be able to show this day in and day out. You know what I mean? If I think you need a day, then maybe you'll go half a day, or maybe I'll give you a day of rest. We see him give days of rest during the season. So if you go out there and perform, I think he has no problem with doing that. I just don't believe that.
I didn't notice him in the Dolphins game, though.
No, not like we're used to noticing him. And I think that can change over the span of you being with the franchise. Like, I can come into this franchise year one super hungry, ready to get to it. Year two, my desire. Year four, y'all ain't gonna pay me. Okay, that's what's up. I'm gonna play when I really want to. You know what I mean? I'm gonna practice when I want to. I'm gonna give the energy I really want to. It is what it is. Agent, get my work done, man. I'm gonna show up every single day.
If that's and again, we're saying if. We're not questioning.
This is all ifs.
We're not questioning his
All
heart,
ifs.
determination, effort at all. Just if that is the case. Man, I'm pissed if I'm one of his teammates trying to win a game next to him.
I mean, okay, so I mean, if you go back and look what Big Jeff said, Zeph, you got that clip for us. We can listen to Big Jeff early in the season. I believe it was the London game. After the London game, if you got that for us, ready to roll, let it rip.
We need to figure something out. We need to figure out the guys who, going to fight. We need to figure out the guys who want to be out there. Not the guys that don't want to be out there. That's what it need to be. We need to reevaluate our team and, figure it out. That's the message. Let's figure it out who want to play football for the team.
You think you got a team to turn it around?
I would hope so. I mean, we got a long season ahead. This the NFL. I mean, no one going to feel sorry for us. That's what it's going to be. Like I said, we got a bye week. Hopefully guys get healthy and kind of hit that reset button and come back after the bye week ready to roll.
So how do you kind of figure that out, I guess, when you're getting ready to take that time away as a team?
I mean, we got a couple of days here next week. I know Coach said we'll be. We guess we're gonna watch the film together Tuesday morning when we get in. So I'm sure some of the captains or whoever the leaders, whoever it may be, I think should stand up and tell the team how they feel. I mean, everyone should be able to speak up, and I guess we just gotta be grown men about it. Because, like I said, there's no one gonna feel sorry for us. No one gonna feel sorry for the team, and like I said, we just need to figure it out.
So in the moment, we thought, man, that was a kind of a cryptic little interview.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was wondering, man, who's he talking about and all this stuff. Is this one of the guys?
Like, it could be, and not only could it be to him, it could have been the buyer, it could have been anybody, it could have been a message to the front office. Like, hey man, I'm locked in. Like, I need guys with me on both sides of the ball. Like remember, if you think back, I'm speaking from a leader standpoint in any locker room, college, high school, pro, whatever it is. I told you, if this kept going on and you see if it was going to be question about people's effort, I told you I would have gave the check to management, a blank one, and told them go and write my fine in because I'm finna tear the locker room up.
Yep.
It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about what's going on. You could see the frustration on him, on King here. Like, you see the guys that are bought in. Like, okay, so we need to get this right. Okay, ain't nobody listening to me? Well, let me go to the public with this. Hey, man, we need to reevaluate. We need to do something. The frustration's boiling. Like, you got to do something, get something done. So whether you think it's negative or you think it's positive, get some action behind it and show me what you can do then. If you missing practices, if you're not out there giving y'all, think back now. Coach Terrell Williams, they asked him the same thing. What's up with Teair? I mean, y'all got to ask Vrabel that. He ain't commenting on that. Like, I don't know where he at. He ain't out here with us. I got to worry about these other guys right here that's on this front line, get them ready to roll. So the list can go on and on, man. But when you draw a line in the sand, which it looks like it's been done, you either on this side or you on that side. It's positive or negative either way. The main thing is this side right here on the right side of it, we're going forward. I don't know what y'all going to do over to the left. We got a new GM. We got some leftovers from the J-Rob era. We got Vrabel. We got Miss Amy. Them three headed in the same direction, regardless of what anybody want to say.
Yep.
They headed in the same direction. If you're not on that train, peace. We're going to find the snakes, cut them off. You heard Buck talk about the scout saying that, man, we ain't been getting that. Cool. Duly noted. expect some more changes to be made.
Yeah, for sure. We said that in a moment, too.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. You know who is in a contract year who's showing up and giving it everything he has? Derrick Henry.
King.
I mean, same thing.
Yep.
He's in a contract year, too.
Yep.
You don't think he has every right to be frustrated that he doesn't have a new deal or know something?
Question. No question.
I mean, he doesn't because he's not getting one. But he's still – and he probably knows that. And he's still out there busting his ass for his teammates.
Yeah. Like, this ain't no – and
2 touchdowns in 3 games in a row.
Hey, man.
By the way, that bet is like plus 650.
Yeah,
for him to get 2 in this one.
Like it's, I might.
And he owns the Texans.
Yeah, that man find the end zone. Blind Hitman said it earlier, boy. It do something to his body when he gets close to that end zone, like grow more powers or something. That's it right there, man. I want to hear the listeners. You know what I'm saying? Like, get from behind the keyboards, from behind Twitter. Call in 615-737-1045. Let the world hear. Voice your opinion. That's what I want to hear.
We can work some phone calls in. Yeah. We're also going to hear from Big Ramon Foster,
Big Savage. That's right.
About this thing as well. I mentioned Derrick Henry owning the Texans. He averages 115 yards per game in 12 games against the Texans. He's gone over 211 in 4 of his past 5 games against Houston.
Here we go.
Henry has 875 rush yards, which puts him 3rd in the NFL this season. 2 rush touchdowns in his last 3 games. More 3HL coming up. Big Savagery, Ramon Foster. We'll dive down this same path with him. Get his take as a former NFL player next on 104.5 The Zone. Clear.
Great news for homeowners to start the new year. Interest rates have plunged. Mortgage rates are back down from nosebleed highs. Hey, everyone, it's Dawn Davenport from 3HL. And right now, Loan Pronto can rescue you from that 7 or 8% rate that you got stuck with and save you a ton of money. If you bought or refinanced your home with a rate over 7%, now's a great time to refinance and save money, even if you just did it last month. Interest rates on Loan Pronto's Equity Express loans have also come down, so it's a great time to get cash out of your home. Get yourself on solid footing financially for the new year. They can get you the cash you need to help you wipe out those credit card debts now. Get money to start that 2024 home improvement project. Bottom line, Loan Pronto has the most competitive rates, and they can help you take advantage of this sudden drop in rates. Get your financial house in order for 2024. 615-499-5780 to get started. LoanPronto.com. Call 615-499-5780. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. The Titans will honor Frank Wycheck with a number 89 on the Oiler Derrick helmet this weekend. Props. University of Tennessee running back Jalen Wright headed to the NFL, opted out of the bowl game. Cooper Mays, veteran center. Amazing how much better that offensive line was when he came back.
Oh, my gosh.
Did he just tweet something?
Who? Cooper Mays?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to thank the ball club. Yeah, that's it. Appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go join the ball club.
The people with the money?
Yeah, just make sure y'all came on back in one piece. Yeah.
If not for the ball club,
I mean,
out of here.
I mean, it helped. Just saying it helped.
Nuke Hopkins, D-Hop, 57 receptions, 898 yards and 6 touchdowns. He's on pace for. I only do this when Dawn's not here because she hates it when I do this. On pace for DeAndre Hopkins, 75 receptions would be 16th most in a season in franchise history. 1,174 yards, which would be 9th most in Oiler Titan history.
Top 10
in a season. 8 touchdowns, which would be most since 2004.
That's dope right there, man. That's just work. That's just work. I'm here to show up and get the work done every day. That's all. I don't care who you got back up throwing for me. It's just get me.
I love his body language when he talks, man. When he was talking about Levis after the Miami game, it's like, he's a dog, man. I don't know what to say.
What you looking for?
He's like, he's got things he's got to work on. I'll remind him when we get back, but
right.
But he's a dog.
But right now,
he's gonna be good. Ramon Foster, pretty good.
Yeah, he's good. He's a big savage.
He is absolutely a brilliant radio and television and football and sports entertainment and what else can he do? Is he a poet?
And didn't he know it?
He's a phenom. Ramon Foster joins us now. Sometimes he'll call in under aliases.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
I
no more.
I haven't confirmed that.
Somebody.
Hey man, I don't know who that is calling in as Nomar, man. Somebody just seems to be a fan of y'all show that just so happen to sound like me, and they say his name is Nomar. I don't know who that is. I'll be honest with you.
Hey man, it is what it is, man. We just appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, man, and jumping on with us. We know you got so many things you could be doing, especially on this Good Friday, man. But since you're here and you just happen to be in Miami when you saw this comeback taking place, did you see a plethora of emotion, Savage, from the sidelines, from the players? Just another thing, too, is the feel of the game. Like, regardless if you see it on players' faces or whatever, usually when you're at games, you can feel, especially that close to it, you can feel the emotions and the waves of the game, how it comes, the momentum. Could you feel that? And what did you think in that fourth quarter when it was 14 on the board and it started to be chipped away?
Man, you could feel it, but only in, like, the moment, though. You know, I don't want to make it seem like when they went down with those turnovers and the scores that happened in the tight red zone, I don't want to make it seem like, oh, yeah, they were in a never-die moment, because almost anybody that's played the game understands, okay, well, yeah, this is it. Let's go and make it up out of this thing. But here's what the Titans had working for them, though. They had a good amount of clock on a good amount of time left on the clock. They had 3 timeouts, and they also had the 2 minutes. So it's 4 timeouts that they had, on top of the fact that the only reason Miami scored, and if you look at it in hindsight, was short field. That's the way they got in. So you said to yourself, they hadn't really stopped the offense. The defense that played lights out. You got to think about all the things that transpired as far as the blocked field goal. So whenever they got the ball back on their 3 and outs, you just thought to yourself, okay, they'll drive down. And here's what Miami messed up. If you're a film buff and just want to, engage and look at it, they messed up this way. The Titans could stop them, and that offense was moving down the field at a rapid rate simply because Miami chose to play safe. Miami didn't really send no heat. They decided to rush for, and whenever you're playing zone, bend, but don't break sometime at the end of the game with that much time, and honestly, while letting it all hang out the way Will Levis and crew did, you find yourself in a position that Miami did. They were playing soft zone just to get out of the game, and the clock wasn't on their time, and the Titans had the right amount of timeouts. So exactly like seeing the buzz and understanding how close they were, whenever it started to come together after the first touchdown when they cut it down to 7, and then I think they might have ran 4 plays or 3 and out, whatever it was right after that. You said, oh, my, we got something, man. And it was just cool to watch it. Like, I ain't going to lie. This is also the biggest conversation that you have with, fans versus players and fans versus coaches and fan bases versus what direction are we going in and what's best for us. Everybody loves the draft because it's like Christmas, right? Since we're in the holiday season. Shiny new toys coming into play. But no matter how bad you are, nothing, substitute getting over a bad feeling like a win. And, the what they have going on for them that actually won the game, and both sides, the offense and defense, I feel bad because we talk so much about the offense. The defense is why you won it. Not Teair. Danico Autry is the reason you won. Not enough credit is given to Danico and the defense because if he doesn't block that field goal, which he's got 12 in his career, you don't have a chance to win that game. So, when it started to buzz, you felt it, and, man, it just spiraled. When they got the ball on that last drive, Miami had no timeouts to go down and score. You could feel it. And you'd be a fool, honestly, to say, I knew we were going to come back. Nobody in this world thought they were going to come back. It was a 0.4% of the Titans winning that game. And that sideline was ecstatic, man. It was over the friggin' top. Besides my playing career, coming back, I'll mention, moments that I've had, putting up 500 yards of offense, 600 yards of offense, or the AFC Championship game before we went to the Super Bowl, we were playing the Jets. We had to come back for that. That moment was similar to that on a small scale because nothing's compared to going to the Super Bowl, right? But the moment and how they came back and what they did to get to that point was stuff you build off of, man. I was excited for that group because they need it. And, again, no matter how the fan base feels and what you want to happen in the offseason, nothing makes you feel better than a win like that.
Ramon Foster with us. Ramon K. The Will. You can check him out. 6 to 10 weekday mornings on 104.5 The Zone. They do an incredible job. Ramon, I'm curious. A lot of people talking about the Dolphins fans all filing out when they took that 14-point lead. How much did it help, do you think, the Titans offense for there to be less people in there to make noise?
I don't think it mattered, honestly. I'm just going to say that because here's the thing. In that moment, in 2 minutes, it showed a whole lot of moxie and spunk out of Levis and the offense, too. Because here's the thing. At that point, screw the hard count. Screw trying to trick them and get them off sides. Heck, if Levis calls a hard count and gets them off sides, then, heck, we move back 5 yards. Everything is probably on one in those moments because you're trying to speed up. You ain't got no time to waste. So the crowd being gone, they were going to go on one regardless, I think. Think about what Levis was doing early in the game. He's trying to get guys, to jump off sides. Heck, Jalen Duncan and Dylan Raiders were jumping off sides. The wide receivers were. It wasn't an issue of trying to say, hey, the crowd was going to be an issue. I think momentum swung. I also think, again, Miami did a poor job of sending heat after Levis and the Titans offense and just saying, okay, let's just make it out of the stadium. Again, 3 timeouts plus 2 minutes plus the idea that they were just playing soft coverage. It was set up for the Titans to at least make a run, and they executed I don't think the crowd would have mattered in those moments because when it's deeper into the game and the clock is against you, I ain't trying to trick you no more. I'm trying to kick you in the face.
I love it. Matchup with the Texans now, and a chance for them to stack wins, which we haven't seen. So that'll be what's real on Sunday. Also, the throwback unis, which are the sweetest uniforms in sports, and honoring Frank Wycheck with the 89 decal on the back of the helmet. That's going to be a great environment. Billy White Shoes Johnson getting in the Ring of Honor, and Kevin Dyson, the legend of the game. A lot going on Sunday. Should be a lot of fun.
It should. And you know what? What better way to celebrate this weekend without having to worry, boy, are they going to compete? Because here's the thing. The Texans are a little bit less than. And with the momentum that this group has had after that win, they got to be able to handle that success. I will say this. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a little bit of a lull, a little bit of a, hang up, just trying to get your bearings underneath you because they're working on the short field. They hadn't been overly physical this week because coach is trying to preserve bodies and make it to Sunday. So I'd expect the Texans to come out and, of course, as many people as they have out and the issues that they have at quarterback, whether he plays or not play. If it's Davis Mills, heck, Davis Mills is coming to Nashville, and beat the Titans too. So it's not like it's, hey, they're down out and, just done for it. It's not that situation. It's a matter of them understanding the game and Will Levis controlling that offense and defensively. Understanding that, look, you can't allow the backup to come in and do work against you. So big weekend, put your emotions to the side, enjoy the pregame festivities and how you go about that. But the goal moving forward is to win these games and, kind of set yourself up a little bit more when it comes down to how you compete against your AFC South divisional opponents. So I don't worry about them. I don't think this group has been good enough this year to overlook anybody. It really does boil down to, the execution and can they do this again? It's hard, okay? Most people say, losing this, losing that. No, continuing to win is harder, I think, sometimes than it is to lose, because when you win like you did on Monday night or continue to win to be a good team, like a dynasty like the Patriots, the target gets that much bigger and you kind of drop your hands a little bit in those moments. Like, they got to control that more than anything, because that's all we've all talked about from Tuesday all the way through now is Monday. All right, well, Monday's over with now. Show me can you do it again.
Mm-hmm. Real quick side note I just saw from the Tennessean. After capturing his first state championship, Pearl Cone's Tony Brunetti has been named the Tennessee Titans High School Coach of the Year.
There you go, Brunetti, man. Salute to you over there, Pearl Cone. Five birds.
Hey. I love it.
Five birds.
Ramon Foster with us at Ramon Foster on Twitter. Again, you can catch him on the sideline. Titans radio broadcast. Titans and Texans coming up on Sunday at noon. Let's take a couple of calls, Moan, if you don't mind. Let's go to Hayes in Nashville next up on 3HL. Hayes, what's up?
What's up, man? I just wanted to say that I think it's imperative that we sign Henry one more year, because if we use him to develop Tyjae Spears, he could become a great asset to the team. That's all I wanted to chime in on. Another thing, my mom's been listening to y'all for years from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. She loves all y'all. I just wanted to give a shout-out to her.
What's your mom's name?
What's her name?
My name's Holly Penland, and she loves all of y'all.
Hey, Mama Holly, man. Big shout-out.
Yeah, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
That's what's real, Holly. Thanks for repping.
Hey, man, treasure that.
Hey, thank you, Hayes. Appreciate it.
I love that. Can I talk about that Tajay Derek dynamic real quick?
Yes, please.
So we had Aditi Kinkabwala on our show this morning, who's with CBS covering the Titans game this weekend. And they had their production meetings with Coach Rave, and they sat down with Tajay and they sat down with Will Levis, right? And Aditi said she was just, I filled her in on a couple of things, and she acknowledged it on air with me. She was like, Ramon, fill me in. Okay, that's just me being Big J journalist out here, okay? Excuse me. But she said she had to ask him about some of his leadership skills and how he is on the sideline. And I informed her, like, Tajay's a talker. Tajay brings those guys on. He acts as if he's been around for a while. And she asked Tajay about that. And she said, Tajay said this. She asked him, how are you so vocal and, showing this leadership, this quality? And he said, well, I work at it. I put in the work for it. I'm here. I make plays. I'm blocking guys on third down. I have earned that. And for a rookie to say that to a national audience who's covering this game here this weekend, you can't ask for nothing better. So when it comes down to saying, hey, Derek got to leave Tajay, no. Tajay doing his own thing, man. And I challenge y'all, if you can, in the stadium, watch him on the sideline. Also watch Will Levis. Like, I've seen Tajay communicate with the linemen. I've seen him get up and move around. So I don't worry about Tajay needing mentoring. Not saying I don't want Derek back or anything like that, but when it comes down to the narrative that you got to groom Tajay, listen to him talk. Like, yeah, he's there. And I ain't trying to diminish what our caller said just a second ago, but you got a dude, man, in Tajay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if people have seen, if you haven't seen this and you're a Titans fan, Jim Wyatt tweeted it out. Tyjae Spears was mic'd up. There's about 5 minutes of him being mic'd up. And listen to the way he talks to Derrick Henry. Listen to the way he talks to Will Levis. It's really interesting. And it's funny, like, toward the end of the game, he went up to Will Levis after the first touchdown. The defense was on the field. He's like, Will, you told us we were going to win. Look at it. Now go do it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it was so good.
There's a lot of that happens during the game, man, and I don't think people understand, like, teams are built in certain ways, and, hey, yeah, we want the first round here, the superstar here. Like, you got to get to that point first. And watching what this influx of this group has done is going to be fascinating because there's also the year two growth that we're going to have to see too. Okay, so I'm all in on what those two got going on. But, of course, in the league, you got to do it again. And, Savage, you know where I'm going. Again and again and again and again.
Everybody can do it once.
Yeah, don't quit. That's for sure. All right, man. Have a great broadcast on Sunday. We appreciate you hopping on today. Ramon Foster, at Ramon Foster on Twitter. Ramon K. Will, weekday morning, 6 to 10 on 104.5 The Zone. Thanks, Big Savagery.
Appreciate it, Savage.
No doubt, good people.
All right, coming up next, we'll wrap by hitting you with a bunch of information about Titans and Texans coming up on Sunday. Titans now a 3.5-point favorite in this game. More 3HL next on 104.5 The Zone. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, you need it. Sometimes you need it to warm up, like right now. But anyway, they are there for you to get stocked up for the holiday season. Never know when people are going to stop by, and you need to have an entertainment possibility awaiting for them. Also, gift-giving season, obviously, and they can hook you up with various wines, bourbons, tequilas, whatever you're looking for. They're going to have it. Maybe you've got a craft beer enthusiast that is on your list. They can help you out at Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits. Maryland Farms, WS.com is the website. Easy to get there. 101 Creekside Crossing in Brentwood by the Publix, that Publix shopping center in Maryland Farms. That is where they are, just off Old Hickory Boulevard. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. Closed on Sundays. Delivery through the Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits app. You can get curbside pickup that way as well. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, locally owned, and they've been serving Brentwood and Middle Tennessee for more than 18 years. It is gift-giving season and get-together season. So don't show up empty-handed. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits baskets to make it easy for you to grab and go with wine, spirits, local olives, chocolates. It is the perfect host or hostess gift, or that last-minute gift-giving idea. Maryland Farms Wine and Spirits, 101 Creekside Crossing in Brentwood by Publix. Maryland Farms, WS.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Don Davenport is in Montana.
Have fun out there, Babsy. Have fun.
3:30 on ESPN2. North Dakota State at Montana. FCS semifinal. Winner goes to the championship game.
Also added super cold out there in Montana. Babsy is going to be cold.
I know. It was weird because, like, she gets cold if it's 75 degrees.
Yes.
But she said, hey, it's going to be 27. It's not that bad. I'm like, what?
Yeah, she's talking about something. Yeah, what is it, a dry cold or something she tried to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Babsy, that's cold.
That's actually Shafe said that. Jonathan Schaefer came in the studio during a break, and he was saying that.
I don't care what they talking about. It's going to be cold.
That's a dry cold.
It's going to be a cold cold. That's what it is. It sounds like a cold cold to me. I feel like I'm getting a cold.
So Ian Rappaport reported this morning that C.J. Stroud will not play on Sunday. Diana Rossini just reported that as well. C.J. Stroud is second in the NFL with 3,631 passing yards, but he is in concussion protocol, obviously. First-year coach D'Amico Ryan said, quote, it's more about their long-term health as opposed to just everybody get excited about the next game and the next opportunity.
I like that. We playing for the franchise, not for fantasy owners and things of that nature, prop bets and all that. No, we need our guys healthy.
Davis Mills will get his first start of the season. Mills led the Texans to a comeback win in Nashville, 1914, last Christmas Eve, as a matter of fact. In 2021, Mills came up short against the Titans, but was 23 of 32 for 301 yards and 3 touchdowns. In that game, Danny Amendola caught 7 balls for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Nico Collins, who is their leading receiver and is also out on Sunday, caught 3 balls for 67 yards in that game 2 years ago.
Well, don't come up here with that foolishness this time.
Titans rookie quarterback Will Levis is 3-4. He's coming off his first 300-yard passing game. The Texans have given up 5 300-yard passers this season. Will Levis rock it again? See what I did there?
I like it. I think he will.
You think Will rock it?
Yeah, I think he will rock it.
I think he will, too. Monday Night Football, comeback win at Miami 28-27. He was 23 of 38, 327 yards, a touchdown, interception. What's significant there is the 9 of 11 in the last 2 drives for 132 and a touchdown.
Big time poise.
When you needed it most.
Yep.
What about the big emotion from Will Levis? Offensive coordinator Tim Kelly, quote, he's got those crazy eyes, when he starts hulking out. But I was proud of him. It was a cool moment for him. Levis said he knows he needs to be calm, cool, and collected, but that he needs to be himself. He said, quote, show those emotions and wear your heart on your sleeve sometimes, end quote.
Lose your mind, Levis. Lose your mind, but in the right times.
You lose your mind, too.
Yeah, I will.
You still do.
Yeah, you got to pick and choose, though. You got to be smart about your mind loss.
Did people ever used to say that to you? Like, man, I think you really need to dial it back on the floor.
Yeah, they did, and I did it, and my first 2 or 3 games sucked. So I told Buzz I'm going back to the old me.
See, and that's what I was trying to say the other day. I think people are at their best when they feel like they're most themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So don't try. You can't try to tell somebody to be something they're not, man. In fact, pour into that.
Yeah.
You do you, bro. You find yourself and be the best you can be. I'm all in.
Yeah, now it is some control involved in it. Like I did have to pick my spots because I was playing like 40-minute game. I was probably playing 35, 34 minutes a game. Like you gotta kind of take the game, can't spaz out in the first half and I have nothing left in the second.
I remember Warren Sapp when he was at Miami. He would celebrate so much that he would have to go out of the game because he was so tired.
All right, man, dude. Chad Newman used to have to give me that's when they had the Gator lights. I drink one at halftime and one before the game, one at halftime, and one in the second half. The full back Gatorade, the what is it? The squeezy little Gatorades, not the bottle.
The squeezy little baby Gatorade?
Yeah, no, the big Gatorades.
The squeezy little.
The one has a little top that you twist and you just squeeze it.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Drink. I'm out there so hydrated because I used to cramp up like at halftime.
Yeah,
because I was too hyped.
So were you playing and you had to like pee real bad because you were so hydrated?
I never did. That was crazy.
Probably sweating so much.
Yeah, I sweat so much.
You sweat a lot.
That's why I stopped warming up.
You're not sweating right now.
I'm freezing right now.
Speaking of that, right now in Montana, it is 46 degrees.
Oh, yeah, that ain't cold,
Which is only 5 degrees cooler than what it is here right now.
See what I'm saying,
all seriousness, it's 53 degrees on this stage.
Yeah.
But we're not near the heaters.
Yeah, just imagine we was in the water.
No.
No, yeah. My bad.
Do you know what? I went to the bathroom. So the bathroom is away from where we are.
Yeah.
So you walk outside and you see the water, and it was like dusk, and I was coming back, and you know what image popped in my head?
What?
Remember Friday the 13th, part 3, when Jason
came
out of the water and got those people in the boat?
I knew you was going to say
Just
that.
came up behind them, had all that seaweed on top of us. I see this lake water, but it's got all that weed on top of it.
It's slow motion.
Come on down here with me. No, I would have started my truck. I hope it's warm.
And then the idiot jumped in the water. Like, let me get in where Jason is.
Why? Where you going?
The man can't be a good swimmer. He's got like a little suit on.
He just walked out of it though. Like he just walked.
Jason can do anything, man.
He ain't
got like military boots on. He can't swim good.
Yeah, he ain't got to. He walking in it.
Weather for the game: partly cloudy skies with a slight chance of a shower. High of 53 degrees, which is.
Come on, rain. Leave us alone, man.
It's only 20% now.
Oh, okay. It'll be gone.
It's definitely not going to rain on your party.
No, my part is climate controlled, going down at the bridge building. It is popping. So you got to get to this one because Christmas Eve we won't have a VIP Titans tailgate. That'll be all about the Titans. So you got to just come and get to this one. There's only like 2 or 3 more left, man.
Chargers that fired head coach Brandon Staley. We literally just talked about this yesterday.
We tweeted. I'm not saying tweeted. We texted this last night. Like he's got to be gone. It's over.
And the general manager Tom Telesco.
Damn, everybody left.
So Staley was 24-24. 16 of his 24 losses were 1-score games. That's what we were talking about yesterday. Just the inability to win down the stretch. What's interesting is Herbert. His record as a starting quarterback is 30-32. He's below 500.
Wow.
And we all talk about how great he is,
Yep.
but check out the stats. Most completions in the NFL since he's been in the league. Most passing yards in the NFL since he's been in the league. Most touchdown passes in the NFL since he's been in the league.
I would see now. This is my thing. This is where I was on Andrew Luck. I used to wonder like how much of this was because they were fighting to come back, which he had to throw the ball. That's what I was always wondering.
You got a winner?
Yes.
This is a VIP party at Nashville Palace for New Year's Eve.
That's right. It is our winner tonight is Randy Gregory.
Oh, the linebacker.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Randy Gordon, not Randy Gregory.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody totally different.
Randy Gordon.
Poor Randy Gregory's in his car. Like,
Wait, what?
Hell yeah, man. Let's go.
Also, next week we're going to be giving away tickets to a Preds game.
All right, cool. Yep. What's coming up next?
3HL After Party brought to you by Wickham 180 is next.
All right. Y'all have a good weekend. We'll check you on Monday. We'll see what the Titans do on Sunday. Good night. God bless.
No disbelief, man. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Oh, the Vols got a tight end from Notre Dame, too.
Oh, yeah. And Vols going to spank NC State little Wolfpack butt.
All right. Now, goodbye. Officially. Later.
See ya.